All right, we are live. What's going on, everyone? I am Double D, and welcome to the championship. Finally, a champion's going to be decided. The final four is going to be Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Chase Briscoe, and William Byron. It's time to see how it's all going to happen today. Let's look at the live leaderboard. I'm going to put my prediction down in the chat on who's going to win this race and the championship. Okay, this might be a long shot who I'm picking, but I think Kyle Larson's going to win this race today. And here's why. Slowly, he's been quiet, making his way into the championship, making sure he's been staying out of trouble to get here. Looks good in the first half. Did not do as good in the summer, but he picked it right back up, coming down where it matters most. And Larson has championship experience before, won here in 2021. Only driver in championship 4 to win a championship. So he has experience, and I believe he can get it done today. So we'll have to see how he does. So let's look at where championship 4 is starting. So we got Denny Hamlin, Byron, Kyle Larson, 1, 2, 3. Chase Briscoe's 12. You got Cindric, Blaney, 4th, 5th, Hocevar 6th, Barry 7th, Alex Bowman 8th, Chris Buescher 9th, Logano 10th. Expect the Penske cars to be fast today. Although they're not in the championship, they can be a factor for the race. And it could shake up how the championship goes. So, odds today, we got 75% chance we'll see a new champion. Because there's only one champion in the field, and that's Kyle Larson. In the championship 4. That's about to start. I have two things going on at once. I got the NASCAR race, and then I got the Panthers and the Packers game. I don't know why we suck against bad teams, but we do. But anyway, pace cars in. A champion's about to be decided in 2025. Hamlin, William Byron. One more time this year. Green flags in the air. Hamlin really wide on the bottom. Byron tries to keep a steady line at the top. William Byron in that Exalta number 24, trying to catch up to Denny Hamlin, but Denny Hamlin holds strong in first place on the first lap. Cindric gets past Kyle Larson. Larson drops back to 4th. And Chase Briscoe in the mix behind all those other cars, trying to find a way to get past everybody else. Hamlin's going to lead lap 1. They're pretty much 2 and 3 wide further back. Briscoe, side by side with Chris Buescher, picked up a couple positions from 12th. He is right now 10th. Yeah, Briscoe's trying to pass Buescher on that outside lane right now. As Hamlin got already almost a half-second lead on William Byron. But a long race to go. 312 laps today. And there's 60 laps in stage 1. Okay, right now everybody's pretty much settling in, trying to figure out what their car is going to handle out right throughout the day. It's not going to be nighttime later in the race, but the sun is going to set. The track is going to change today. It depends on how these drivers are going to adapt and what plays they got to make to win this championship. And Briscoe did get past Buescher, but he's still in 10th. Yeah, Hamlin. Hamlin's looking good early. Putting a bigger gap on William Byron right now. According to my poll that I posted on Instagram, Denny Hamlin was the favorite. Only 14 people voted. That's not a lot, but it's a lot of opinions still. 11 people thought he was going to win. Only 2 people picked Larson. I was one of them. One person picked Byron, and then nobody picked Briscoe. But don't underestimate Chase Briscoe, though, because Chase Briscoe has won here with Stewart Haas before, back in 2022. So, kind of odd that he didn't have that good of a qualifying with how many poles he's gotten this year, but we'll just have to see what happens. Oh, good. We got the first down. See, if they would have went for a field goal early, we would have had the ball, and then we would have potentially got the lead. But nope. Our coaching sucks. So right now, Hamlin's almost got that, almost a second of William Byron at the moment. Yeah, so let's look at prior champions from this weekend. So we had Corey Heim win the truck race Friday night. We had Jesse Love win championship race yesterday. I was shocked by that because Love was not favored against the junior motorsport cars, but he's able to get it done. But it's kind of disappointing because I was rooting for Zillage, but it's whatever. But I'm glad in this championship right now we got 4 deserving champions. Ty Dillon's up the. No, it didn't say 14th. It just my screen kind of cuts off the results. Oh. You got the first down, please. All right, if you're new to this channel and you're watching this live stream, I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe. It helps out the channel an awful lot. They're showing the statistics for the guys that drove the 11 on NBC right now, so I guess they're going to go to commercial break. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, good. They have side by side, so we can see what's going on. But yeah, Hamlin's looking fast. I mean, he qualified on pole, so he's definitely has a fast car today. If you're watching, who do you think's winning the championship today? I mean, I have a feeling Hamlin's got a better chance to win, but he's historically had bad luck in championships. And I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happens today, too. Oh, man, somebody's injured. I took my eye off the game for a second, and somebody gets injured. This game's brutal. Yeah, if you're wondering, I'm watching the NASCAR race right here, and I'm watching the Packers and Panthers right here. So. Elliott, after having a rough qualifying, is up to 21st. See a battle between Ty Gibbs and Bubba Wallace for 26th and 27th. I don't know. Phoenix is hit or miss. Like, the restarts are fun to watch, but that's pretty much about it. I cannot wait till they go to Homestead next year so we can get some actual championship racing. Then we won't have to worry about Penske winning at flat tracks. Yeah, not really a lot of battles going on right now. But Hamlin's got a big lead in front of William Byron as we speak. Now give us some time to take a look at the top 10. As for the top 10, we have Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Austin Cindric, Kyle Larson, Carson Hocevar, Josh Berry, Alex Bowman, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, and Chase Briscoe in 10th. Yeah, Chase Briscoe's only picked up 2 spots since starting 12th. But if you guys are wondering why I'm further ahead than anybody else, I got my TV on an antenna, so I'm not streaming it. So makes it go a little bit faster if you have it on your local channel. Yeah, Byron. The gap's still about the same, a little less than a second. Hamlin. His car just looks strong right now. It could be the short run, but we'll have to see how it is on the long run. Byron ran just a tick faster than what Hamlin did, but not getting off a lot. Oh no, it's a fumble. Wow, that game's ugly right now. Blaney just picked up a spot on Josh Berry, so he's moving up. Yeah, it looks like he's in the end zone there. We're on lap 25 of lap 60 of stage 1 right now. See, they're showing Kyle Busch right now on the screen. Yeah, Hamlin's still ahead of Byron by a second. Not a lot of action going on right now in the race. Yeah, they're showing the tire issues from practice. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe. Most of the Toyotas had tire issues during practice. So I wonder if that's going to make how it's going to affect the race. It is on NBC channel. Well, in the St. Louis area, it's channel 5, but check your local station. It's on the main NBC channel. So. Man, that barely squeezed in for the Packers. They're tied 13-13 against the Panthers. Hamlin is in the lead, still by a second. I would give more commentary. There's just not a lot going on right now. Everybody's pretty much in the same spot. Yeah, Hamlin's reporting that he's losing lateral grip, so his grip's starting to go away. But he's not losing a lot of time. All right, they're showing Larson. He's running in fourth. Come on, I know this defense is good. They can stop the Panthers. Let's go. Stop that run. Hamlin's still leading against Byron. Let's look at the top 10 as we speak. If you're new to this channel, I do these watch parties every NASCAR Cup Series race. Appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Helps the channel out an awful lot. And you wouldn't regret it because there's really good content that I'm trying to upload for this channel. So we got Hamlin, Byron, Austin Cindric, Kyle Larson, Carson Hocevar, Ryan Blaney, Alex Bowman, Joey Logano, Josh Berry, Chase Briscoe. Your top 10. Elliott moved up a little bit. He's in 21st. Lost 4 spots. He actually started 17th. Wow. Yeah. Honestly, me being an Elliott fan, I cannot wait till next year. Hopefully they can get better at qualifying, and hopefully their team together can be more consistent. William Byron's closing the gap on Denny Hamlin, though. Seems like his car's starting to come to life under this run. Yeah. Sydney Sweeney was at the race today. The group chat posted of her with a picture with Noah Gregson. I couldn't hold a straight face. I could not. I think Briscoe just got past Josh Berry for 9th place. Moving up slowly. I don't know. It's pit crew. He's got to keep making passes, and he's got to try some type of strategy if he wants to catch up to the drivers up front. Yeah, Byron's using a high line and Hamlin's using a low line. Yeah, it seems like Hendrick could be better on the longer run as Byron's starting to close on Hamlin right now. Remember, stages do not matter in this race. It only matters if you finish ahead of the other driver you're competing for in the championship to win. Yeah, I'm not sure with Byron using that top line if that uses more tire or not. Oh, man. 2nd and 8. Yeah, Byron's got that down to about 4 car lengths now on Hamlin. Oh, no. Yeah, Hamlin's catching up to lap traffic right now. That could be a reason why Byron's starting to catch up at the moment. That's not PI. That's not PI. Good. Watching this race and watching this intense game, it should be intense, so we should be blowing them out. It's the Panthers and the Packers. And they're in the 4th quarter, 1 minute and 18 to go. Panthers are trying to drive down the field to win the game right now. If you're curious about that. But yeah. Gap's still about the same between Hamlin and Byron. Byron might have lost a little bit. What? Come on, we cannot keep letting them get those plays down the field. And they're really burning a lot of clock right now. So Byron's closer to Hamlin right now. About less than 3/10 now. Byron's now using the inside and Hamlin's using the outside. Oh, why would you let him run? No. Now we got to call timeouts. The game's probably over. Like, look at this. Why would you let him run for the middle? Our defense is not on their game today. Yeah, Byron's pretty much stayed level behind Hamlin at the moment. I don't know. They may try to get better field position for their kicker, though. It is windy. I mean, somehow if that defense can try to force them back a little bit, maybe that can make that field goal more tough. The Panthers are taking a timeout. Right now, Hamlin's still in the lead against Byron at the moment. About 14 laps to go in stage one. And Chase Briscoe, I think, got passed by Chris Buescher. So Briscoe just lost a spot. Briscoe does not have the car right now to do anything.
Plenty of runtime, and it's even got turbo mode.
That's what they call me in college.
NASCAR Cup Series layouts work, they got to break it down for you. NASCAR is a practice system with eliminations at 16, 12, and 4. How to advance, win races, or survive the cut. Outlast the pack is first on the championship for, and your goal is to victory. And trust me, Toyota's ready for victory. Now you're at the
Get up, Red. You're about to get down.
Oh man, it's up to the kicker now, but it is windy in Lambeau. See, Byron's close to Hamlin right now. But they're racing in lack traffic, and it's really hard for Byron to pass in that dirty air right now. Come on, it's 49 yards. Miss this kick. It's windy. Byron getting a run on the outside. Battle for the lead right now. Using that high lane. And Hamlin trying to stick it on the bottom. But Byron able to have the traction out of turn 4. But Hamlin's still side by side hanging on with Byron right now. Like I said, stages may not matter, but track position could be key if you want to have a better restart. And Byron is now cleared to the lead in front of Denny Hamlin. Larson's dropped down to 5th, right behind Ryan Blaney, who's in 4th. Come on, miss this. Miss this, please. Miss this. Oh, it's good. Of course, we lose to the terrible teams. We're not a Super Bowl team. We suck. We suck. God! We're awful. Fire everybody. Shouldn't be losing those type of teams with that talented type team, and we still lose. Sucks. Absolutely sucks. Apologize. Packers cannot beat any bad teams for some reason. Beat the Lions, we beat the Steelers, but we cannot beat the Panthers or the Browns. We're a laughingstock team. We absolutely suck. Oh, man. And Byron looks like he's going to get away with a stage win here as Hamlin is now back to a second. I mean, if the Lions are losing too, I wouldn't mind that because that means we'd still be in the lead. And they're down by 10 against the Vikings, so that's okay. Bears are actually beating the Bengals right now. And Blaney's about to pass Hamlin. We're just going to have to see how pit stops are going to go after the stage right here. Looks like the stage is going to be in Byron's hands for now.
Amazing conversation he had in pre-race. That interview with Coach talking about his legacy, his relationship with Denny, what it would mean to go get a championship with Denny at this point in his career. And Jeff, you had that question to Denny. It was such an emotional moment. I wasn't expecting it. Very emotional. Final lap of stage one brought to you by Credit One Bank and William Byron.
And final lap of stage one, and William Byron's going to win stage one. Hamlin in second. Well, he's in third behind Blaney. Cindric fourth. Larson fifth. Sixth, Tosavar, seventh, Bowman, eighth, Logano, ninth, Busher, and 10th, Chase Briscoe. All championship 4 cars are in the top 10 right now.
Clearly, he's the team and driver car that need the most improvement at this point. Started 12th, finished 10th. Ryan Blaney finishes second behind Byron and Denny Hamlin. So the 24 up front. The car now driven by William Byron. Now that was since the start of 2018, but of course made famous by the co-chairman at Hendrick Motorsports and the Hall of Famer Jim Gordon, who won all 4 of his Cup titles and all 93 races in it. It's a heavy load to carry, but William Byron is up for it.
When COPD tried to stop you, you kept going with Breztri, a 3-in-1 inhaler. Better breathing starting within 5 minutes. It helps prevent flare-ups. Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Get big fall savings at Menards. All prices after 11% rebate. Stay warm with rugged-wear performance gloves, just $5.99. Choose from 4 colors of 20-foot extension cords, only $5.95. Be ready for holiday meals with foil roaster fans, just $2.22. 42 count Tide Pods are only $10.67. Hurry, these great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Tucker Kraft got injured, and Matthew Golden got hurt. And Matt LaFleur kept calling screen passes on third down. Absolutely awful and atrocious. By the way, William Byron won stage one. So they're about to go into pit stops. All right. Well, it's time to see green flag pit stops now. Let's see what happens. We're on commercial break, so you're not missing anything. And now they're off commercial break.
Earlier this weekend, Chase Briscoe was awarded the 2025 Busch Light Pole Award. Briscoe won all pole positions than any other driver this year. He was the top pole buyer with 7 races, including 3 straight. However, he didn't get that yesterday, and they put him back in the pack in 12th. He worked his way forward to 10th in that first stage. Pit road, obviously a crucial part of this championship race. We talk a lot about the pit stops, but sometimes it's the pit stall. This is the pit stall for the 24. Look how dark the concrete is. All the tire rubber that's been put down over the course of the weekend with the different races that's going on. Well, if we look to the right in pit stall 1 of Denny Hamlin, both in the truck and the Xfinity race, the drivers complained about not a lot of traction out of that pit stall. So look how clean the concrete is on this 11 pit stall.
They're about to prepare for pit stops now.
We're both in last night with crew members after the Xfinity Series race, scraping the rubber off, literally scrubbing it with water and clean-up chucks, trying to take all the debris, all the rubber off. I mean, look at the side-by-side. This area over here is just so dark, while this right here is so clean, and you just wonder if it's going to really help.
We're probably going to get blown out against the Eagles next week because Matt LaFleur cannot play call on offense. Okay, Byron and pretty much the entire field is pitting.
Lost my right rear there, just abused it too much. They're going to loosen him up in the 7th quarter. More tires for him.
Tight pin and through the middle. You got to get the wheel straight for exit. Little free exit. Overall reasonable. He said, I'm just telling you stuff to tell you, Rudy. He said just a tiny air pressure adjustment on those 4 fresh tires.
See, decent stops between Briscoe and Larson. Byron had a slow stop. Hamlin had a little bit of a slow stop. Byron loses the lead. Blaney only took 2 tires. Byron second, Hamlin third, Larson fourth. Larson gained a spot. He had the fastest stop out of the 4 drivers. Briscoe had a good stop. He picked up a few positions. He is up to 6, 7. Okay, I'm going to lose my viewers there. But, yeah, that's how it stands right now.
From the moment you took your first breath, you had something to prove. And boy, did you ever. Rose warm, cough, sweat, up and down, back and forth, over and over again. And when it was finally time to enjoy it all, COPD thought it could stop you. Well, COPD never met someone like you. You kept right on going. Breastree's 3 medicines in 1 inhaler with better breathing starting within 5 minutes and helps prevent flare-ups. Now that's a
All right, we're on commercial break right now. So your top 10 as they fall should be Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Carson Hocevar, Chase Briscoe. Briscoe made it up to 6, so he gained a few spots on pit road. Joey Logano 7th, Chris Buescher 8th, Alex Bowen 9th, and Christopher Bell 10th. Cindric lost quite a bit of positions on pit road. He's in 11th. Let's go through the field. Why not? Chastain 12th, Reddick 13th, Suarez 14th, Noah Gragson 15th, Josh Berry 16th, Brad Keselowski 17th, Chase Elliott 18th, 19th Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 20th Kyle Busch, 21st Zane Smith, 22nd Ryan Preece, 23rd Austin Dillon, 24th Ty Gibbs, 25th Todd Gilliland, 26th Cole Custer, 27th Bubba Wallace, 28th Eric Jones. Last car on lead lap. 29th, John Nemechek, 1 lap down. Shane Van Gisbergen in 30th, Riley Epps 31st, 32nd, Justin Haley, 33rd, Michael McDowell, 34th, Cody Ware, 35th, JJ Yeley, 36th, Ty Dillon, 37th, AJ Allmendinger, and Casey Mears. Only car 2 laps down in 38 in last place. Go grab me a water real quick, guys. I'll be right back.
If we got through facts, maybe we can calm down a little, talk to each other more. That's what the news is supposed to do.
All right, I am back. Oh, maybe Larson will win the championship and get me over my embarrassing loss with the Packers.
So he has the speed in his car, but a little adjustment. I'm not concerned about Denny Hamlin at this point in time if they can make the right adjustment. Other than the fact that you brought up about a clutch issue, surely not again. Yeah, how about William Byron? He showed that long run strength last week at Martinsville, and clearly it's in the 24 again today. Yeah, that's been a huge adjustment because all season long it's been 4 short runs for this 24 car.
All right, restart. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Hamlin's usually the long run expert, so let's keep an eye on that. It's going to be interesting. And Lee, after all that, the race off pit road, Ryan Blaney up front. We kind of predicted Team Penske might be in a position to win, and Blaney's got him there to start stage 2.
He did a nice job, so too did Hosamar and Briscoe Stevie.
All right, like I said, although the Penske cars are not in the championship, they could mix it up by having the other drivers trying to get past them.
So once again, normally it wouldn't concern me, but this team has been plagued by mechanical gremlins, the clutch being one of them. A couple races this year, the clutch took the 11 out. We'll have to keep an eye on it. And quickly on the 12, the graphics said 2 tires. We've confirmed with Cam is 4 tires on the 12. Just great work by the big push line restarts on Ryan Blaney's there, and Ryan Blaney's gone. The Menards score.
And Ryan Blaney gets a great restart in front of Byron Hamlin. 3 and 4 wide towards the back. Briscoe's trying to make some moves on the bottom. Hamlin side by side with William Byron. And Byron is trying to pass Blaney on the outside, but Blaney shuts the door. Hamlin trying to stay with Byron and trying to pass him on the outside right here. Yeah, Hamlin's got to run the outside. He does clear Byron. So, Blaney first, Hamlin second, Byron third, Kyle Larson fourth. Caution is out for John Nemechek in the 42. Looks like he just went for a spin.
Interesting spot, kind of the end of the backstretch. Interesting to see how he got here. I'm guessing had to be some contact between a couple cars. I don't see any heavy damage to the car, at least on the right side or on the nose. We'll see if he can get it fired and drive away. He's running back at 30th. Wasn't having a very good day. Struggling a little bit. This isn't going to help it. Now, with only 3 green flag laps on the tires, I would imagine all the leaders will just stay on the
Yeah, it looks like he's still on the track, so they're going to take a little bit to get John Nemechek off.
Let's see. Was Byron trying to be patient? Was that long run speed? Is it not all race car? Was it some of the fact that William was willing to be patient early in that first run, and he learned something? Yeah. He said, okay, just don't push this thing too hard early. Let's go back and see what we can figure out how with the 42 car.
Wow, he's already backwards. So I wonder if he got turned by somebody. Let's see what happens. Did he just self-spin by himself? He got tagged by, looks like Todd Gilliland, maybe?
Nemechek's had a good year this year. More top 5s, top 10s, laps led this year than any other.
Yeah, so he got spun in the back.
Team Legacy Motorsports, Jimmy Johnson, the owner, seven-time champion Jimmy Johnson, knows something about success. His team is built.
And it looks like his tire's kind of coming apart, too.
All bad this year, and they've showed improvement.
So he's going to have to go to pit lane to get that fixed.
So John Nemechek is lifting his way back to the tied pit
If you're watching, give your picks for the championship. You see mine below. I picked Kyle Larson.
Right now, there was a lot of discussion as he got to the end of the first stage about his tire wear. Now he felt like he abused the right rear, but they also had some interesting comments about some of the competitors. Take a listen.
Would you be able to see what Williams looked like because he was much better than me in the end?
Yeah, we're going to find out. And we heard the 11 call out over the radio. They had one small cord on the right front also. They said their right rear did not have one.
So you heard there just comparing to his teammate there, William Byron, also compared to Denny Hamlin and some of the cording they saw on the right front, which they had as well. So that's part of the tire we talked about. When you intentionally build the tire that will wear out, lose speed, and some of that is just a rubber coming off the tire.
All right.
So just got going.
So you're under caution. You're not missing anything. Hamlin is ahead of Byron, so he'll be in second coming on the next restart.
I'm starting a new team. I got to school with an unpronounceable name. Yeah, how? Tumblers and stumblers. I have narcolepsy. Are you dead or asleep?
Stumble. Friday on NBC and Peacock.
Get an 11% rebate on everything in Menards. Maximize the life of your engine.
Like, that's just really annoying.
Synthetic motor oil. It helps
Like, we beat really good teams, and then we lose against bad teams. No, this is a NASCAR channel. I shouldn't be keep talking about it, but that's just infuriating.
Prevent costly repairs with Shelby T4 heavy-duty
All right. That caution, that recent caution came out for John Hunter Nemechek getting spun by Todd Gilliland in the back. That's why we're under yellow at the moment. Doubt if anyone's going to pit right now. We just had pit stops a few laps ago. I don't think that'll be a big difference on tires. Let's go. The Vikings beat the Lions at least, so we'll still be in the lead in the division.
Where I used to live, had some neighbors and they had some bathroom vans in the driveway. And saw what they were.
We beat ourselves. We absolutely beat ourselves.
So they tore the old tub out, tore everything out, which leaves a fairly big space for a stand-up shower. Their installers are very meticulous, friendly. They respect your house, and it's so professional. And they also told me in that process that anytime you have a lifetime guarantee, anytime you have anything that's wrong, you just call us and we come out and it doesn't cost you anything. This shower I've had almost 10 years.
Let's see. Where's Chase Briscoe running right now?
Brand new.
He is running in 7th. He hasn't really gained anything under restart so far. All right.
We are on board. Joey Logano, the outgoing champion in the NASCAR Cup Series. Boy, this time a year ago.
See, of course, Chase Elliott's run 21st. Yeah, I would be running around too if you knew this race didn't even matter. If you weren't in the championship.
Give a special shout out to the Hunt Brothers logos on the right there, and then you see like a figure above that. That's a special note to one of our family members, one of our crew people, Anthony Marshall, more affectionately known as T-Bone, who's been in television sports production for some 42 years. Today is his final laps with us and in the industry. T-Bone, on behalf of everybody, thank you so much. He's in the robo room, and that's T-Bone saying thanks very much. That's camera 4 here at Phoenix Raceway, and anybody in the industry knows T-Bone and his incredible work over many decades. Thanks, mate. Time to head to Tight Pit Road. Marty, tell us more about Denny Hamlin. What's happening?
Lee, under this caution, the topic of Denny Hamlin's clutch still an issue. Chris Gale asked Denny Hamlin, did it rear up on the pit stop as well? And could you learn anything about it on the pit stop? This is what Denny said.
It's long. Pump it up. I do get a little pedal back. Nothing like stock, but I do have enough to disengage right now. Yeah, that's the only advice I give you is to pump it up. If it's long and it's coming back and you're getting enough clutch stroke for it,
So on stage 2, lap 19 at 125, They're on lap 19. No, 79 of 312. So still a long race to go.
Denny's basically on your own. You might be able to try to bleed the clutch, but it's a very complicated project. Yeah, the good news is on the racetrack, it's not an issue. The clutch isn't used, but pit stops become nearly impossible. This isn't like a force.
So Hamlin is potentially having a clutch issue. Here we go. Green flags back in the air. He does stay side by side with Ryan Blaney, though. Byron trying to pass on the inside, and Larson making a big run on the outside. They're 3 and 4 wide throughout the corner here. And Byron able to clear Blaney, but not Larson. Larson is up to the top in the number 5, battling his teammate, William Byron, and he's up to second as Hamlin is in the lead now. So this championship battle has gone interesting. They finally got past Ryan Blaney. Or Blaney just did not have a good restart. Okay, now Byron's trying to get a move on Larson, but Larson walks the high line. Byron's not able to get anything done there. As I said, don't underestimate Larson. Larson can close down Hamlin here. Yeah, Hamlin's already had a Larson by a second right now. Yeah, Hamlin's already like a second and a half ahead of Larson. Wow. Now I wonder if he's burning his stuff up, though, being that far ahead. Okay, Hamlin's ahead of Larson by almost 2 seconds. Byron is behind by about a second and a half. And Blaney is 4th. Bosafar is 5th. And Briscoe is 6th. And they're really calling Jordan Love trash. I mean, man. These NFL fans just do not know crap about us.
Here as you did stage one. He's been the fastest car every lap since the restart. Here's the McDonald's 23 with Bubba Wallace, Brickyard 400 winner, and featured so heavily in these playoffs. So there's something going on with him. Yeah, something's wrong with the 23.
Oh, Bubba Wallace is off the pace.
Overall down on total speed. I don't know if it's an engine issue or a gearing issue. You see cars left and right. Is he looking for pit road? I think he is. Oh, but he missed the entrance. We'll have to see if the 23 can get back around the pit road. Sounds like it's a power issue. They're giving some reports.
Yeah, power issue technically for Bubba Wallace.
So maybe it's an electrical issue, auto related, like
It's a throttle issue, you're reporting.
you just see it's just not up to speed, not up to power. You don't see any smoke out of the tailpipes. That would tell you it's an obvious engine issue, Jeff. But you know, these engines are electronically controlled with the ECU, so it could be a sensor, much like your car at home, Parker. If the sensor doesn't know what the engine needs, it's not going to run properly. Right, Steve, it's a throttle position sensor issues what the team is saying on the radio. To your point, it all runs through the electronics there where throttle is, and so the engine isn't getting the right message as to where that throttle is right now. They're obviously trying to cycle through and figure out the problem. So it's a mechanical problem, right? It's not drive-by wire. You step on the pedal, it moves, right? It's a cable-driven wire. But if the engine thinks it's in wide open or zero throttle, there are some protections about hub throttles. There's some protection about saving an engine with a throttle position and oil pressure. So it can really lose its mind if it doesn't understand where Bubba Wallace has the throttle. Let's listen in. You hear the frustration from Bubba Wallace. And there's been a little bit of this around from this man right here. Remember, Danny Hamlin last week at Martinsville. He didn't need to do anything special there. He was already in the championship four, but he was kind of cruising in second. I think by this time, with the engine expired on the 11, Martin.
For that lead for Hamlin, he has stormed to the lead almost 3 seconds now. Normally a signature is how good they are on the later runs. And Jeff pointed out, he is really giving up the front end of the run here. And Hamlin told Driscoll something very interesting. He said, let's just see what happens here. His father, Chris Hamlin, keeps saying, hey, make sure it lifts, make sure it goes. But to your point, Hamlin seems to be experimenting right now. So the turn's better, but what is he learning in this experiment, Jeff?
Look, I like what he's doing here. As long as he doesn't damage the tires, right? I like the fact he's just pushing his car as hard as it will go to understand what they will need for, number one, a short run. This thing gets down to the end, you get a 20, 25 lap run. What does my car need to do better? And then number two, if I'm going to push, you see Bubba Wallace coming in the pits now. If I'm going to push hard for the entire run, where does it go? Can we make it? What do the tires look like? What adjustments do we need to make?
Hamlin's now ahead of Larson by 3 seconds, so Larson's got to pass William Byron.
He's going to know more about that than the other guy. You talk about the scope of the year, Chip. Well, the 6-time winner this year, Denny Hamlin, his season has been punctuated by various issues. Texas, inclement rain, major engine issues. You see the fire out from underneath the car, and then Kansas, a bunch of issues for the 11th.
Yeah, see, they're showing the issues that Hamlin's had throughout the year with his reliability. Yeah, Bubba Wallace is now in the pit lane, so that's probably going to be the end of his race when they're trying to fix that issue. And right now, championship is Hamlin, Larson, William Byron. 1, 2, 3. Then you got Blaney, Carson Holzbar, 4th and 5th.
A Chewy order is on the way for Jaws.
Then you got 6.
Let's go with what he
Well, Briscoe just passed Close the bar for 5th, so Postbar is back to 6th. Logano 7th, Alex Bowman 8th, Ross Chastain 9th, and Christopher Bell is 10th. Elliott's made it up to 14th, so at least he's gaining some spots. All right.
For low prices and fast shipping, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Yeah. That's actually the main reason why I didn't pick Hamlin for the championship, because I know Joe Gibbs over this year has had like issues with reliability on their cars. And I'm afraid there's a chance that may strike.
Word about the bangles.
The smartest Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Guaranteed. Xfinity. Imagine that.
That's right, you're a winner. What's his back? This guy's a winner. She is too. He's a winner. And so is he. Finally a winner. Now you're getting it. Goes right to the toilet and gets her back.
Work versus fought. Know the difference.
My seminars are a great way to connect with young homeowners trying to get to their parents.
Breaking down cardboard is something you have to do, not something you get to do. Lawn care is not a hobby. Not trying to hurt you, just trying to be honest with you.
Watching a neighbor get his tree removed is not a weekend play.
Hey, let's give it up for that guy. Progressive can protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home lawn when you bundle with us.
You're watching TV, not supervising it. Sit down and relax.
Push Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. To avoid going in circles, take note of recognizable landmarks, like that.
What's wrong with going in circles?
Different circles, Ross. Okay. And for the members.
Yeah, Hamlin's still got a big gap on the lead right now.
Make it all fit.
That's why we went to work on this game. You want to feel NASCAR the way we live it? Time is now. This will be good for the fans, for anybody who wants to experience what it's really like. The sound, the speed, all there's left to do is fire it up.
You're watching NASCAR Cup Series Championship Day here on NBC, presented by Breastreet. Beautiful day here in Phoenix. Lee Diffie, Jeff Burton, Steve Letarte with you, the whole gang. And Daniel Suarez. Look at this car. I want to tell you about Freeway Insurance, because we're excited to welcome them as a premier partner of the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series and the official Choose Rule sponsor. Because in racing, as in life, every choice defines the journey.
All right.
Freeway proudly celebrates the fans, the sport, the spirit of America. Together, we're empowering drivers everywhere to make the smart choice with Freeway Insurance. Daniel Suarez, who's been a Freeway Insurance ambassador with Trackhouse Racing, he's coming to the end of his 5th full season with Trackhouse. He's on to Spire next year, and look at this. Team giving him a beautiful send-off with an awesome car with big decals saying thank you, Daniel. So wishing him well as we've got
Oh,
with
caution out for SVG.
See some smoke out the back. I can't tell if it's engine or tire. Right side's looked up as the left
And then it just went on, maybe.
Nope, there you have it. It spun out.
One of the championship.
Oh, Chase Briscoe with a tire issue.
Tell us more, Dave.
Tire down. He radioed
Wow.
just as the caution was coming out.
You know, that time of that caution's lucky. If that caution would not have come out, Chase Briscoe would have been out of this race. Wow. Briscoe blows a tire and is down to 24. See, that's what I'm worried about, because the Toyotas kept having like tire issues during practice.
What a huge break, though. They were under yellow for an incident with the 88. If this was under green, this would have been just a day ender.
Championship ender. And listen. Number one, he did not wreck the race car. That was a
Yeah, SVG pretty much went for a spin off the corner.
We talk about this track a lot. It's a little bit like Richmond. You think the corner's over. It isn't. No, there's so low a grip, and then he just spun it out. Hats off to SVG. I know this isn't the send-off he's looking for. 5 wins in the road courses, though. Continually improving, moving up inside the top 20 on a lot of the ovals. I can only imagine the learning curve. I think this 88 is going to be, one to really keep an eye on again next year.
Last 3 races, all in the top 15, of course, on ovals. So progress being made, but he said it on the
Oh boy.
no grip.
This race has gotten interesting, like the unknowns with how these cars handle.
Built to wear out, and every driver I talked to said when they lose grip, it is a handful. Well, now here with 77 to go, we are inside a fuel window, meaning pit stops here will get you to the end of the stage. Now, as a crew chief, my stomach does not love the idea of trying to run 75 laps on these tires that are high wear.
Especially after what we just said.
Just in general, it's Phoenix is an odd place. Even when there's not tire concerns, there's brake concerns, Jeff. It's a very odd track. By definition, it's not a short track. You can use brakes like a short track. You can overpull them. There's so much going on. This 19 car, Chase Briscoe, it'll be very interesting to see, what kind of damage they feel.
My group chat trying to get me canceled.
And what they feel they can repair. Let's listen into the 19.
So what caused that vibration that will review from the very, very start? From like lap 3, I would say.
All right, so that means pit stops are probably going to happen. And that may be good for a lot of other drivers because tire issues are big today.
And then they were really unable to run a lot because he kept talking about vibrations. There's Coach Gibbs obviously concerned looking on. So a couple things. What can happen is the tire can be damaged, it can lose air, it can go flat. Jeff, as a driver, you can have no idea. The other thing that can happen is these tires have belts in them. And if you get low enough on air, whether that's your setting or maybe you just run something over, the tire goes down, it can break one of those belts internally, and it just picks up like a harmonic, kind of like a little bit of turbulence,
Good chance that NASCAR brought the Bristol tires to this race? Probably not, because the racing would actually be good.
And he said a vibration again, because he talked about a vibration with the first run of the race. Also, you get to the point as a driver, you're like, hey, they all vibrate. Why am I going to write it, right? So he was given that information after the fact, because he had a vibration in practice, had a vibration on the first run. Why do I need to keep repeating myself? All right, ball goes from the track to pit road. The ball gets tossed. Special teams, it's like,
all right.
you sit around for 15, 20, 30 minutes, Dip, and then you're expected to jump into action.
Keep in mind, the Hendrick duo, the 5 and the 24, their respective pit crews have been spectacular this season. Do they do
Yeah, it looks like everybody's pitting here.
To leapfrog Denny Hamlin, we'll find out. Let's go to time pit road.
That would be that hope here for the 5 team. They told him he'd be beat in turn 4, and Kyle let them know he's trying to be delicate on the right rear. That's very hard to do. They're going to continue to loosen him up in the center of the corner to try and help him on exit, Kim.
Man, Larson's crew really fast there. They're away.
They did make an air pressure adjustment on those 4 good years, Marty.
Denny Hamlin told Briscoe it's really good.
Byron with a good stop as well. And Hamlin with the number 1 pit stop, although he has a clutch issue, is away. In the lead in front of Kyle Larson.
Word about the bank.
The smartest Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Guaranteed. Xfinity. Imagine that. Watch America's talent take center stage.
All right, let's see. See what the top 10 is. Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain, Carson Hocevar, Joey Logano, Josh Berry, Chase Elliott, and Christopher Bell. Briscoe kept himself from going a lap down by only taking 2 tires. But he's probably going to have to start in the back. Because he pitted while pit road was closed.
This is John Bonrito. Your new car search starts at the Bonrito Automotive Group. We have hundreds more new vehicles than any other St. Louis dealer. Search and buy online or in store at our 20 locations. Find the new vehicle you want, ready right now, with the best financing and lease options and no charge factory maintenance. Experience the Bonrito Advantage. Get more for your trade in the Bonrito nationwide warranty. 10 years, 200,000 miles. Bonrito, Missouri's #1 automotive group. 24/7 at Bonrito.com. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today our roads are littered with killing machines. I'm talking about semi-trucks. They can easily kill, even at low speeds. Injured in a trucking accident, we became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason.
Do you know someone who's turning 5? Well, 5 on your side wants to give them a birthday shout out. Just tell them number and your favorite 5-year-old might appear on Today in St. Louis. Look who's turning 5. Sponsored by the St. Louis Zoo. Get a zoo perspective.
All right, so. All right, it's time to see how this restart's going to go. Hamlin in the lead, Larson second, William Byron third. I'd be nervous if I'm Hamlin because, Toyotas have not been good with their tires during practice. And that's probably going to affect the race.
About half an hour southwest of downtown Phoenix, Arizona, here at Phoenix Raceway. And this discussion continues, this topic of discussion continues with Denny Hamlin. So let's go on board with this Toyota on board. Just let's peer into this pit stop and specifically what Hamlin does and how he does it and watch the clutch. So, Jeff, let's go on board and see what Denny does. You're in second gear coming in to stop. Watch his right hand. Watch his hand. He's coming. He stops. And now he puts it in gear. So right now his foot is on the clutch. He is holding it. It means the clutch is operating properly. Watch his hand. Never lose it. Dump the clutch and all be good. Yeah, because he pulls it in second gear. So he only goes from second to first like a motorcycle, right? He downshifts one time. I was wondering to see if we would see 2 downshifts. That would take it all the way to neutral. Allow his foot to come off the clutch. So currently it seems like the 11 has enough clutch to perform the pit stops. So we'll have to just keep an eye on it though. Remember, still 198 and at least 2. I would expect probably 4 more pit stops during the race. And in that passage, during stage 2, Hamlin was able to eke out a 3+ second advantage over the Hendrick duo, Kyle Larson and William Byron. We'll see what this restart is like in the Busch Light restart zone. Pretty even between Larson and Hamlin. Byron is poised. That Daimler yellow car for the Blaney. Osavar's in the mix. So too Ross Chastain.
Right, restart. And Hamlin's going to be ahead of Larson and Byron right there. No surprise. Let's see how many spots Chase Briscoe's going to make up. Or is his car not 100% from...
Is Hocevar, 21 Berry. The light blue Busch Light car, the 1, Ross Chastain. And yet again early after a restart, Jeff, Hamlin has gapped the rest for sure. But Larson, to me, this run is not, I just get the sense Larson's not willing to get out there and win this time.
Yeah, Hamlin's already away already on Kyle Larson. But Hamlin was taking a big chance by running it that far. He's got to be working those tires more. We're on lap 59 of stage 2 of 125. We are on lap 118 of 312 right now. So still a long race to go.
is amiss on this car. We thought it was maybe just a tire pressure issue. We obviously made mechanical adjustments, but something is the car shouldn't vibrate consistently at all the different speeds. So the 19 out of Joe Gibbs Racing, it appears a mechanical issue. We'll keep an eye on it. He's fighting vibrations. The 11 of Danny Hamlin continuing to lead 94 laps today, but battling a clutch issue. Marty, what are you hearing?
Well, Steve, that was a terrific on-board look from Denny Hamlin a moment ago about that pit stop. And Denny Hamlin was on 50 feet off of pit road and had this to say to Chris Gale.
Golly, the clutch, dude, it shoots me out like it's right on the edge of engaging, disengaging, because now from the bottom out point, if I let the quarter out, disengaging, so it's not far from not engaging. At this point, let's just don't mess with the metal anymore. Just in case anyone has so many uses of it, let's just don't bear no authority running them.
Boy, there's a lot there, Steve, that sends off alarm bells for this 11 team. Number one, Chris Gale saying, hey, don't engage the clutch. Use it as minimal amount.
Yeah, so crew chiefs of Denny Hamlin's telling Chris Gale's telling Denny Hamlin to use the clutch as minimal as possible on pit stops. Because it ain't that big of an issue. I told you guys, if you were listening to me during the podcast, Joe Gibbs, his cars have been having these reliability issues. And it could cost Hamlin. It is costing Briscoe because he had that tire go down and his car is not running the same.
We might only have 4 or 5 good uses, so you can't cool the car. I don't want you to use it extra. I don't know anything about what I'm hearing out of this election. The thing that concerns me the most is Denny Hamlin said when he barely comes off the clutch and engages it. Right? Which that tells me is he pushes the clutch all the way to the floor, gets it to work. When he just barely comes off. So they tend to not work as well. Things you go we just don't know. But I do not like that he only has a tiny bit of clutch. Two totally different issues, but this has a similar feel to me of Kansas when he had the power steering issue. And he very nearly won that race. Here he is again, juggling with a different issue, but again, it's driving at the front with adversity. Toyota driver update. Obviously, Hamlin is the lead. I spoke about Christopher Bell earlier. Bell has worked his way forward to 7th. When we started this, they were going to have to go about 70 laps. 24 was better than the 11 at the end of that run. If it's changed any. Because that long run involves the next 57 laps. That's how many is left in stage 2.
He'll take every ounce of his smashing his beef, but it's got a chance.
All right. So Hamlin's still leading.
Diced onions, special sauce.
And pickles. Yeah, pickles.
tracks. Off-road ready.
All right.
Chevy Colorado. Chevy Silverado. Chevy Trail. Yeah, it's in. Ready to snap.
All right. You're not missing anything right now. It's commercial. Just checking in on Frank's screen. Stream. Excuse me.
Cup Series here on NBC, presented out there. 400 campsites, and they are sold out. Stadium is championship weekend. Really impressive setup. Races during the day. Say I'm not jealous in the morning.
All right. So now, Hamlin is about 2.5 seconds ahead of Larson. Blaney's third. Blaney picked the spot on Byron. Rosenbar is fifth. Chastain sixth. Bell is seventh. Joshbury eighth. Chase Elliott ninth, and Logano's 10th. Yeah, Ryan Preece is getting close to the top 10. Yeah, but it looks like this has been Hamlin's race so far.
He's just been struggling with the right rear tire. And I want to say the impression I'm getting is that the 11 is just that much faster than the 5 right now. Kyle gets very descriptive and going to heavycars.com on board about how he's trying to be delicate with the right rear, take care of that tire. But this is really all he has. The team is continuing to try and loosen him up in the second quarters and help that car be straighter on exit the pounds and not be able to find the really want to. Jeff, when you see a leader like Kenny bolting away from you, and this is all you have, what do you try and do in that car when you try to tell your crew chief about what you need? You see a car that much faster than you. Well, I think that's the key. I think communicating to like to achieve and the team. Hey guys, here's where I am slower than he is. Here's what I'm struggling with. We cannot do anything to control his car, right? Nothing we can do about that, but we can our car. Where is the speed? How is he able to drive this much faster than me? And you just got to communicate. Team's got to go to work. Pretty good. You know, it rides along, pretty smooth. It's under control. Not his hand moving. Or turns in the corner.
Yeah, not really much going on right now. Spots are still about the same.
You can only improve the balance so far. And you can't, swing for the fences and take yourself completely out of it. Right? The 11 is definitely, or the 5 is where the 11 is potentially what they have going on. know if it's going to come down to a five-lap shootout, whether it's going to come down to a pit stop. And you can't panic and start making adjustments just because you think it's your only chance. In every championship battle along every sports scene, when teams have to get out of what they do best, that's when they get in trouble, right? You get behind, you start football, you start throwing passes you don't normally do, throwing interception. In racing, the same thing happens. Is you now look at your competition and is this better? Like you got to find something and do something different. And it is very difficult to understand what changes to make, not only within the car but outside the car.
Let's jump away from the championship four just for a moment. Let's talk about Ryan Blaney. Kent, a guy who could so easily have been in this conversation today of the championship four after that run last weekend in Martinsville from 31st to 1st, ultimately finished runner-up. But this guy here, he sits third at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. You think about his week last weekend at Martinsville, was looking for a third straight appearance in the Champ 4. Now one spot short of that, but talking to the team, they did not let that discourage them from getting things done today.
All right. So if you guys watching, don't mind leaving down who you think's gonna win. I got Larson winning, but I mean Hamlin does have a good chance.
So impressive this year, especially late spring and in the summer. They were fantastic. 4 top 5s, top 10s, and laps led in 2025 that he's had in his Cup career. But the end of the season has been rough for this race team. For example, last week at Martinsville, he was involved in several cautions. And today, this would be a fantastic place to finish.
Yeah, it's an interesting run by Carson Hocevar right now. Had NBC commentators just mentioned that he was running rough last week. And now he's running in fifth.
They felt very confident they had a good cause for this race. Chase has remarked they've been happy with the balance. And I asked, do you think this season's been successful? He said, absolutely. And we both reminisce that amazing win that Chase Elliott had at home at Atlanta this year. The crowd reaction to that. Yes, it hasn't been a championship weekend, but a lot of this team had built on as they go the offseason later today.
One champion to another, a two-time Cup Series champion, Kyle Busch, and the Chitters Chevrolet for RCR. He just made a trip down pit road.
There was running 20 at the end. I'm coming down pit road with a flat right rear. Let's listen.
Not Kyle Busch with a flat. See? Tire issues are starting to creep up.
This is the right side there. You see some damage on the bodywork, but I don't think that can get all the way to the tire, but maybe it is. Let's follow up. Kim, what are you hearing?
Yeah, just what you described. Rear down, and this team had such a strong run last week, and we're very optimistic coming into this weekend. Hit some gremlins in practice, like you guys described. Had to pin on lap 144 for that rear down. The team continuing to adjust for some of the same issues he's experienced throughout this entire race, throughout this entire 148 laps, and that is just that he has absolutely no left front or right rear grip. So not the way they wanted to end this 2025 season.
Oh! Another tire down for AJ Allmendinger, and he has pounded the wall. Caution is out. Oh my gosh. That's a bad hit. He's okay. He's moving around. But that's a big hit.
Just like all the Bears fans, I thought the Bears paired it up once again and going to lose this game. After giving up that onside kick to the Bengals to give them the ball back, drive down the field and allow Joe Flacco to take the lead with seconds remaining. Then out of nowhere, with 25 seconds remaining,
super frustrated to take two big impacts with flat front tires. And just won the clock back just a couple of weeks ago to Talladega. Leading, big hit. he'll be happy to see the off season, so he doesn't have to deal with that again, because that's 3 in just a couple of weeks span. Well, so it's funny.
All right, so the caution's out. There's definitely going to be more pit stops.
Everything was fine. Now we're getting into the second stage. People realize where they stacked up, competition-wise, and now we're starting to see some more flat tires, some more issues, people trying to push. I imagine we're going to see all the leaders pit here, though, with over 30 laps on their tires. And next time by, 34 laps left in this second stage. They're coming your way, Parker.
Yeah, from Kyle Larson, he came on the radio and said, I don't know what to tell you, but it feels like in any second I could kill the right rear tire of this car. There's a long description about maybe what they could do. Cliff Daniels said, I know what to do. You're just getting 4 tires, kid.
And for William Byron, he just said, swings the rear door.
Okay, Larson's away 9.9 seconds. Briscoe's also away, but it's going to pick up some spots in the back, I believe.
Hamlin has played his hand today, showing a willingness to push the car very early in the run. He said it still takes steps.
Okay, Hamlin's away. I was kind of scared. I was a little bit slow, but Hamlin got away. That number 1 pit stall is an advantage.
So you may have noticed before the caution came out, Brian Blaney did get Kyle Larson for second. Here is AJ Allman in his contact with the wall. They stayed as they were. The race on pit road, Hamlin still in front.
It's the dog park. With all the dogs there. And the people you see that you don't really know because it's the dog park. It's the dog park.
All right. It's time to see what's going to happen on this restart. We're a little bit before stage 2 ending. See how long this run's going to be. It's going to be a little more than 30 laps. I believe the tire should last. Yeah, Kyle Larson was complaining about how he feels like his right rear is about to go out. Other drivers been having the same issue too. So, yeah, it's just the tires today. Going out more than usual here. So I think they'll be fine on this run. But Hamlin's absolutely being smart here. He's taking big gambles on his car. Don't get me wrong, but he's making sure he gets a big gap out there, and then he manages it and gets out in the front. So we'll have to see how this restart does.
Ask your doctor about once daily Trilogy for COPD because breathing should be beautiful all day and night.
It's starting to get a little dark here. It is 4 o'clock, so don't forget the time change. So this was yesterday, it'd be 5 o'clock, but it's 4.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime event. Wonderful. Thursday, you will see it again.
NASCAR on NBC is brought to you by Credit One Bank, NASCAR American Express card, and by the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Bass Pro Shops on board for Chase Briscoe. Made a dramatic leap on Tide Pit Road on that last stop. He's now back up into the teens. Here is the 2025 Toyota GR Supra, the official pace car for the NASCAR Cup Series and this championship finale. Oh, we spent a few hours behind the wheel of that thing, Jeff.
All right, we're about to go green. Side by side, we got Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, and Kyle Larson, and William Byron.
I always sit on the left, by the way, so us more, David, about Briscoe.
Leland Briscoe was one of the first ones to have trouble on Friday. He didn't seem concerned.
All right.
That talk from Jake Small's crew chief. Listen.
To overcome adversity. We're only on like 152 and 312. So we can still do this. Yeah, I mean, I could need to see that whole run through.
Couldn't see. I'm guessing he's talking to the vibration is so violent that it's affecting his ability to have a clear sight out the window.
All right. Green flags back in the air. Hamlin and Blaney side by side. Hamlin goes really wide to the bottom. And now he's clear. Larson trying to make a move between Byron. And he has nowhere to go. Byron's still ahead of Larson right now. Now Larson tucked in behind Byron. Byron's trying to pass Ryan Blaney at the moment. And there's Chase Briscoe already up to 13th. And almost got into Alex Bowman right there. That was almost an accident. Yeah, Briscoe's trying to work his way through the field, but he just cannot really go. He can't really make much ground right now. Bowman's racing aggressive. Will make sense because Byron and Larson are up there. He doesn't want another Gibbs driver being in the mix. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell YouTube I'm live. Posted on everywhere else, but just not on here.
Championship for. As much as Hamlin wants to win the race, if he gets beat by the 12 and only the 12, he's still going to have an enormous smile at the end of the day.
Well, that's a good point that you bring up because his teammate and Joe Gibbs Racing, Chase Briscoe, just said, hey, got told we are experts at overcoming adversity. 3 wide and Briscoe's on the inside of Logano and Elliott. Well, that theme runs true to the race leader.
Okay, why is my... There we go. Now I posted it. I got Larson. If you see in like the race prediction chat, I think Larson's going to win. I mean, the reason why I picked him, a lot of people have been doubting him because he hasn't been running as hot. But I have a feeling the reliability issues that Joe Gibbs has are going to bite him in the butt, and that's why Larson's going to win. But Hamlin's looking really good on these short runs, but we haven't really had a longer run yet. And if you saw in stage 1, Byron was able to chase Denny Hamlin down. Yeah, I got Larson over Byron. Because statistically, Byron has not been as good here at Phoenix. I mean, he's won here in the spring, but he hasn't done nothing in the fall. See, Briscoe's now behind Hocevar. He is moving up. Did they make the right adjustments to battle against the Championship 4? We'll have to see. The rest of the Championship 4, I should say. 21 laps to go in Stage 2. Like I said, these tires should last, but you never know. But Ryan Blaney, he's turned up a notch. He's closing in on Denny Hamlin. Now, Blaney's not competing for a championship. He's competing for a win. But he could mix up the championship race. So we got 4 people in here right now. If you're new to this channel, please give me a like and subscribe. That'd be nice. That helped channel out an awful lot. And I got a lot of content if you'd like to go look at it. So, appreciate it. I do these watch parties every NASCAR Cup race. Especially I'll do them next year. I have to find more to do during the off season. I mean, I do got my league going on. And I'm probably going to post podcasts here and there. But we'll see. As Blaney has closed that to now a car length now on Denny Hamlin. So Blaney's going to try to challenge for the lead here. If I'm Hamlin, what do? You keep Blaney behind you so you can have clean air? Or you let Blaney go by and save your tires? But Hamlin's going on the defense. He is staying in the lead at the moment. Racing is picked up now on these long runs. I feel like if it goes on a longer run, it's going to be more difficult for Hamlin. And, he's been having clutch issues. I mean, if it's a green flag stop, he may have a harder time getting out of his pit stall. You never know.
Hamlin that time. Third fastest. William Byron was the fastest. Christopher Bell right with him.
Jeff, you've been the catalyst for something for us to watch. Let's keep an eye on the gap from Hamlin to Byron. Because remember in stage 1, Byron was so good the longer it ran. It's 1.8 seconds. We'll watch those numbers.
All right, so Hamlin's still holding tight in P1, but Blaney is closing ever so slightly.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Words of wisdom for the family. Eat more wings. Wow. Let that sink in.
Briscoe's battling Carson Hosefar right now. Briscoe's trying to get back into the title picture right now.
The true West.
I mean, if he can pick up more spots, he can be a pit stop away from potentially battling with him again. But Blaney is now using the bottom on Hamlin. Hamlin trying to run up high, get away from the 12 car. I mean, if I'm Hamlin, I'd try to stay ahead of Blaney too, because you don't want that clean air taken away, and then that would let you be battling with Byron. Oh, and I forgot to mention another reason why I went with Larson for the championship. I predicted him in February before the Daytona 500. So I'm sticking with who I picked. We're on commercial break, but they are side by side. You'll get to see that. If you're just tuning in, if you want to have a recap for the race, Hamlin's been leading most of it. William Byron was able to close in on him in stage 1. He was able to get the stage win from him. But we've had cautions in stage 2 for John Nemechek, Shane Van Gisbergen going for a spin. Chase Briscoe also blew a tire under caution. He was lucky of that timing of that caution because he could have been out of the championship for sure. And then we've had AJ Allmendinger smack the wall for the latest caution. So, but right now they're under green, and Hamlin staying ahead of Ryan Blaney. And you know how Penske's are really good at these flat tracks. So that's pretty much what's went on.
NASCAR Cup Series Championship Day here on NBC, presented by Tree continues. Beautiful
It looked like some type of small piece of debris from the track. Was that a big chunk of rubber that Hamlin spit out? Was I the only one that saw that? It looked like some type of debris. But he's running okay, so I guess it's not anything. There's 9 laps to go.
There's a nagging clutch issue aboard the 11. Is it going to be significant enough to prevent him from winning this championship? Because so far today, he's been the class of this field and of the championship war. William Byron is the only one of the 4 who has led laps other than Hamlin.
Yeah, 8 laps to go in stage 2.
He's led 14 laps. It's been Denny's day so far.
William Byron kind of matches the speed of these two. But he's doing it from almost
But Blaney's now using a different line. Going lower on the yellow line. Trying to get as much ground to Hamlin as he can.
What are you thinking about? Like, how in the world are you going to try to get your car to take off at the speed that the 11 has if you're William Byron Larson at Bristol?
Well, that's really what they have to decide, right? Because are they starting with a balance issue? If not, if it's not a balance
It's going to be interesting to see how they race next year because they're having more horsepower. But in my opinion, I doubt if it's going to make much of a difference because these cars need a lot more horsepower to make a big difference.
That the 11 isn't magical on its own. Well, if Blaney can do it, why can't we? That'll probably motivate me to be a little bit more aggressive with my changes. You know, what's amazing is we sit up here, we've done it for 11 years, Steve. When we hear drivers talk about kind of the same thing, the guy running first and the guy running 10th, they all say, I'm loose on entry, tight in the middle, loose off. But somebody can do it better and faster than the other one. Overall grip is what makes short run speed, and clearly these two cars have the best overall grip.
Frosted Dillon. Flat right front on the 3. Fortunately, it doesn't look like there was wall contact. That's right on pit road entry, I believe. I think that's the exit of 2. We're having in the right spot. Yep, there you go. Exit 2.
Oh, Austin Dillon with the tire down. 5 laps to go. Is it going to happen to anybody else in stage 2?
Another flat tire. Now I'm calling my tire guy back over. You know what? Let's put that half a pound back in the tire. We have to make sure we're around at the end. Through the shadows one more time from here. 4 to go in stage 2. Hamlin and Blaney.
Yeah. Just got to make it around 4 more laps and he can pit again.
I mentioned that earlier. Let's watch William Byron's progress. It's pretty stable. Goes 1.8, 1.9, 2 seconds, back to 1.8. It's remained fairly consistent between the 11 and the 24. The top 2 championship 4 cars.
I think clearly the 24 has the best long run speed. The question is,
Yeah.
as far as Denny Hamlin,
Byron's got a long run car, but it just depends on how many cautions we get.
Byron has the type of race speed.
Oh, caution! Ty Dillon.
Problems here for Ty Dillon.
Looks like a tire down and around, so that should end the stage. But like I said, the stages don't really matter. Championship is what matters.
Not sure which came first. It looks like there's a little damage on the wheel as well. And with 3 to go, I will imagine this is going to end the stage. Loose in. Hard to tell from that angle if the tire was already flat. It's off a wheel, which probably tells me that it kind of went flat first as quickly as that spun around.
Yeah, as loose as it got, and how quickly it got that loose, I think probably a car issue.
Yeah. Yeah, he just blew a tire down to the wall and spun out. That's what happened to Ty Dillon. Similarly, kind of like his teammate AJ Allmendinger earlier.
So right at the end of stage 2, problems for the Dillon brothers. 2 separate incidents. How about this man? Aboard the progressive Toyota Camry for Joe Gibbs Racing, Denny Hamlin. 157 laps led so far today from the pole position.
Yeah. You know, I've known Denny a long time. If you weren't around in the pre-race, Jeff, when you talked to him, you showed, you know, that piece that Joe Gibbs talks about what it meant to have Denny on board. They talked about Joe's late son, JD. And then you asked just a simple question, Denny, about family and the emotional response. I think took us all by surprise. That should not
All right.
We've seen, he's always brash, kind of poking the fans, but there was this different reaction. It just instantly confirmed, I think, what we all expected, that this weekend is different. There's a lot going on around this 11 car, and it was really a moment to see Denny that emotional before the race.
I tell you what, Denny also, he's let himself, he showed himself to the fans recently, right? He's where he's more, I feel like he's very comfortable with himself, and, you know, teasing the fans, messing with the fans, but if you look at who fans wanted to win coming into this race, the majority of them were pulling for Denny Hamlin. 2 years ago, they didn't say that. They weren't Denny Hamlin fans. A lot of people booed Denny Hamlin. He's polarizing.
I think that
But he's
race
comfortable with that.
was a turning point, right? Where he said, I normally stir the fans, but today this is for you.
Well, I think it's been a year-long thing. I think that, you know, his podcast where he gets out, talks to the fans, gives an honest opinion, even if it, you know, he'll be honest about himself. The things he needs to
Yeah, that's the yellow and green and white checker flag, and Denny Hamlin's going to win stage 2.
really change his personality.
And then we should see pit stops soon.
He's been willing to show it to the fans, and the fans really like that openness and honesty.
How nervous are you if you're a Hamlin fan? I'd like to know. Feel confident or you feel nervous?
From the moment you took your first breath, you had something to prove. And boy, did you ever. Rose warm, cross cut, sweat top, up and down, back and forth, over and over and over again. And when it was finally time to enjoy it all, COPD thought it could stop you. Well, COPD never met someone like you. You kept right on going. Breztri is 3 medicines in one inhaler with better breathing starting within 5 minutes and helps prevent flare-ups. Now that's a COPD maintenance treatment that works as hard as you do. Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems,
All right.
vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication?
What is going to happen?
Ready to take back your breath? Ask your doctor about Breztri.
You know what's crazy? We're eating breakfast and none of us are morning people.
I blame it on the bacon.
I concur.
Cheers.
I know, right?
Sounds good in my mouth. Concur.
I read it in a book.
Word of the day.
I concur. I concur.
And that's how you promote the Winter Olympics.
That's your whole pitch.
Nope, Jordan. Fire ice, baby.
We're at the stage break between stages 2 and 3.
All right.
Very important radio for the 11. Have a listen.
I think we may have a tire going down. I mean, on the left side of the car. Well, just did it flat, very flat.
Oh, flat for the 12 and the 11.
Talking about the jack with the left side being low, the jack might not go underneath.
Yeah, these tires have not been that sturdy this race.
Chase Briscoe is still in this, spinning from second position. He ran the fastest lap of anyone with 4 to go in this stage. Air pressure adjustment for cars is 2-3 and 3 and 4. Parker Kyle Larson said, "I'm sorry, I don't know what to do." And he just cannot get the right rear tire to last inside that 5 car and continue to make changes.
Oh, slow stop for Larson. Oh, no. Rare mistake by Larson's team as he has a 14.6 second stop. Look, Hamlin with a slow stop too. Man, this is good if you're a Byron fan. I think some of those cars had slower stops because they had flat tires. Wow. All right, guys. I'll be right back. Got one more stage left in the season.
Today, you're meeting for coffee. Thinking I love you. And then before you know it, you're meeting the family. At Credit One Bank, we believe having your credit and rewards for the little moments today can lead to even bigger ones tomorrow. Earn up to 10x points on travel and 5x points on dining. The Credit One Bank Wander American Express card. Credit One Bank for what's ahead.
Jurassic World Rebirth, rated PG-13, streaming now only on Peacock. Every Monday and Tuesday, NBA is on NBC and Peacock. Peacock NBA Monday, NBA Coast to Coast Tuesday. Every week, all season long. What's your case worth? Injury.com. By Morgan. Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard. Get 2.9% financing for 72 months on all 2026 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,100 total value on this Silverado. Plus, get $1,250 trade assistance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
It's 5 at the Fox. You could win a pair of tickets to Les Miserables, one of the most celebrated musicals in theatrical history. Register at ksdk.com. Winners will be announced weekly on Today in St. Louis. Enter by October 16.
Whatever needs to be said, let us help you say it better. WKF.com.
Think Chris Offenberg, Ford Lincoln in Washington. Advantage Offenberg. Watch Michelle Lee on Today in St. Louis.
NASCAR on NBC is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And by Bread Street. Please visit us at breadstreet.com.
All right, I'm back.
That was an eventful round of stock.
Now, the question is, can Hamlin and Kyle Larson battle back to the front? Byron is the only one I've saw this entire day not have tire issues. All right. See, driver's taking the wave around. Oh, Blaney is ahead of Byron, so. Oh, it's a lug nut issue for Larson, so its tire wasn't flat like Hamlin's was.
Everything's pretty good on the left side, though. You're going to see slow on one of the corners, and what happens is the lug nut is supposed to stay magnetically attached to the side.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see these cars battle back up front. Now, we know Briscoe's good in traffic because Briscoe was moving up front during the race, but how are these cars going to handle towards the end? And if we don't see any cautions, which I think we will see cautions because we keep having tire blowouts for some guys, but it's going to be interesting to see what all goes on. If you're new to this channel, I'd appreciate if you guys like and subscribe. That would really help this channel out an awful lot. I appreciate you guys even just clicking on this live stream. So, keeps me motivated to be putting this content out. And I'll definitely put more out next year for these watch parties for the Cup Series. And I'm also doing a league as well. If you guys haven't heard about that, do it Fridays and Saturdays if you guys are into that. So. Yeah, Hamlin's back in like 12th, and Larson's further back. Oh man, here we go. Last stage in the championship. Green flag's back in the air. Yeah, Chase Briscoe's making a move on the outside. But he cannot. Oh, he's going to try to go to the bottom. And now Byron is in the lead. Yeah, Hamlin has moved up to 9th. He's trying to pass on the inside here. And Larson's trying to move along with him. But you know they're going to be using their tires more because they're trying to make their way through the field.
Taking off exceptionally fast. You wonder with the left rear down if crew chief Chris Gale made a decision to put a little bit of air back in that left rear tire. Does that take some speed out of this car? Trying to make sure he doesn't have a tire go down. How about Chastain running second? He's like, I've won one of these championship races when I haven't been in contention before. I'd like to do it again. End the year on a high.
Yeah. Oh, there's Briscoe trying to pass Blaney for 3rd. He is trying to close in the battle William Byron for the championship. Hamlin's struggling trying to pass Carson Hocevar right now. Side by side on the outside. And now he's finally going to pass Hocevar. He's up to 9th.
He's up to 3rd. Jeff, we said it earlier. He was in the low 30s earlier in this race after that tire issue. And had to come down pit road twice with the vibration issues, ensuring everything needed to be tight. So it's William Byron across Chastain now. Chase Briscoe, the push light on board. Let's go for a ride.
Yeah, Chastain, he's in 2nd. He's wanting to win a race too. Doesn't matter if you're not in a championship, you still have a chance to win a race. Yeah, now Hamlin's battling Christopher Bell. Completes it, and he's now up to 8th.
Clears Bell. Has a little bit of gap up to the next car. Up the road, that'll be Logano, then Elliott, then Blaney on board with Chastain running the 2nd, call it the 3rd lane in 1 and 2. Here hit the ramp limiter. The electronics in the engine do not allow it. Turn more RPMs than the engine builders wanted to. They don't shift on that side. 2nd, 4th gear. You just heard the shift 5th gear here on the front stretch. Larson continuing the battle, trying to chase Hamlin through traffic. He's going to probably clear Bell right here. He does. Larson's had a really good restart. 9. He picked up 9 spots. Denny Hamlin picked up 4 spots.
Top dogs, William Byron, Ross Chastain. You remember the Coke 600 earlier this year? Memorial Day weekend. Ross Chastain started last, and he took all 600, almost took 600 miles.
Yeah, Hamlin and Larson are past Christopher Bell, so they're right behind Logano, that's in 6th. I think it's going to take some cautions to catch up to William Byron. Because so far today, in my opinion, Byron has not been making mistakes or been having tire issues like Hamlin has. Yes. Yes, I'm using an antenna, so that's how I'm getting my stream to go faster. And it's on my local channel, so that's how I'm able to get it to work.
Chase Briscoe is running in third just behind him. And you know who's not surprised? His crew chief, James Small. When I talked to him this morning, he used the word theory a couple of times.
But Briscoe's in third. He's only a second away from William Byron, so he could make this race interesting.
He said, I'm working on theory, but I believe in theory, our car is faster than our three rivals for the championship. Here it comes.
He runs third. His teammate at JGR, Denny Hamlin, runs seventh at the moment. There's Jake watching on.
Hamlin's still the fastest car on the track right now.
He's my good luck charm. Last time he was over with one in Darlington.
Like I said, since he's only going a short run, Hamlin needs caution, I think. And Briscoe's going to get a big run. Chastain, he's going to take it to the inside in turn 3. And into turn 4, he's going to run he's going to run Chastain a little bit high. But Chastain's in a side draft, and Blaney could sneak up on this battle too. But Briscoe, if he has any shot of trying to catch up to Byron, he's got to complete this pass here. He does, but here comes Blaney. Blaney trying to pounce as well. Yeah, Briscoe's still in second, but he's got to get these other 2 cars away from him if he's going to want to chase down Byron. Blaney's trying to go on the inside, but he's not able to clear Briscoe there. But Briscoe's got a better run out of the corner. Now he goes to the inside. He's going to take the air away from Blaney. And now Briscoe is now going to set his sights on William Byron into 24. Hamlin is now up to 6th. He just passed Logano. Your top 5 right now is William Byron, Chase Briscoe, Ryan Blaney trying to pass Briscoe, but he still can't get it done. Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain, Chase Elliott, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. 6th, Denny Hamlin. 7th, Logano. 8th, Larson. 9th, Christopher Bell. And 10th, Carson Hocevar. Yeah, Briscoe's now using a different line on the outside, trying to find anything to catch up to Byron right now.
Working for him. Just over 100 laps to go, not only in this race, but in the 2025 season.
Consumer Cellular can help people save on their cell phone bills. That's why I cut my car in half. This year, let's cut even more things to show people how much they can save. Let's cut the face off of our helmets. Let's cut the top off of our steering wheel. Let's even cut our hats. Is that just a visor? Shut up, Chris.
Boy, let's see. Look at the gap right now. So yeah, Briscoe's only behind Byron by 7 car lengths now. So Chase Briscoe is closing in on Byron, but the question is, remember Briscoe had a tire go down earlier. Is he using too much tire to catch up to Byron? And Byron is difficult to beat on the long runs. And Chase Elliott just cleared Ross Chastain. Elliott's now up to 4th. Showing the speed he could have had if he would have made it to the championship for pain on the Chase Elliott fans.
Different circles, Ross.
Chase Briscoe's closing in. There's Hamlin closing in on Chastain too. Hamlin's trying to get back in the mix. But like I said, Hamlin just needs everything to go his way.
Now you're up to speed. You in?
Oh, engine issue. Kyle Larson. Is that a tire or is that an engine issue? Oh, it's a tire for Larson. They're still green. Oh, no. My pick. My pick has blown a tire. And Larson is going to have to pit, and this likely is going to be his end to his bid for the championship. Very unfortunate for Larson. Like, you throw a caution. You throw a caution for everybody else, but not Kyle Larson. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, Briscoe's got a tire down. Wow. Can he keep it off the wall? He almost got into Hamlin. This is crazy. I think these Championship 4 drivers are driving so hard they're wearing out their tires. Telling you, if you're a William Byron fan, you're liking this. Wow. Things have changed an awful lot. They had to pit under green, too. It's still green, so they're going to be a lap or two down.
Larson now a lap down. Briscoe both a lap down after green flag pit stop. Swung over the 19. And he's going to be saying not again after that brilliant comeback. It's happened again.
I mean, at least for these two, they didn't crash. They're still in the race, but...
Larson is out on the track.
And Hocevar with the tire down.
Another flat tire on the right front of the 77. So the tire will
Man, what type of tire did Goodyear bring?
now we have a flat tire.
It's terrible here.
We're going to see contact here, which is what brought the caution out. Oh, yeah. Just slight contact, though. But now here he is basically stopped in what will be the exit lane of everyone leaving turn 4. And Briscoe and Larson, I believe, are a lap down, but Briscoe got in and out of the pits, and he was the first car lap down, so he's going to be the free pass to get back in the lead lap. Larson at this point, I assume, will take the wave around, which means he'll kind of go back on the lead lap, and he'll be the last car on the racetrack. What a day it has been as far as the tires are concerned. This left side of the practice, now we're here in the race. It was a right rear for the 19 of Briscoe. And a front tire.
All right.
Second time this weekend.
I mean, if you're a Hamlin fan, you're happy for this caution. But, I mean, it's got to be a bummer since you're a Larson and a Briscoe fan. Let's see. They're all a lap down. So maybe they can get the wave around, but they're going to be in the back.
Immediately after Kyle Larson. I think the biggest issue is if you are Rudy Hugel, the 24 car crew chief, Chris Gale, the 11 car crew chief. Your competition is
All right, it's time to see how these pit stops are going to go.
going to get a little more conservative, put some air pressure in these tires to avoid problems. But if they do, Steve, that's going to take some speed out of the car. Prior to the caution coming out, there was a report on the 24 of a vibration.
Also, Byron did have a vibration before the caution came out. So, see how these tires, how these pit stops are going to go. Man, I can't speak English because of all these tires being blown.
You need to manage your stuff and total the problems of both the 5 and the 19, Marty.
And Hamlin is going to be right behind William Byron on this restart. Elliott, first car on pit road. Off of pit road. Then you got Blaney second, Byron third, Hamlin fourth, Chastain fifth. I wouldn't mind Elliott winning this race. I wouldn't mind it at all, but why are these tires are crazy today? But can Briscoe and Larson fight back? Because they did get a caution. Huh. Goodyear lost my fantasy league. Yeah, who would have bet on Goodyear being so terrible? I mean, I don't know. Did they try to bring the Bristol tires here and they're just not doing what they're supposed to? I don't know. Like what type of drugs were Goodyear taking? That's my question. All right. If you guys are new to this channel, I'd appreciate it if you guys like and subscribe. I've tried to put content out as much as I can, and if you guys enjoy it, I wouldn't mind if you guys subscribe. That'd be nice. That'd help me out an awful lot.
Gotta have a lucky charm when you ride, right? Makes you feel safe and protected out there.
That's why I never leave home without a photo of the little ones. My husband. Lucky rabbit's foot.
Lucky rabbit named Scoot. It's sweet.
Excuse me. All right, so your top 10.
Well, there's really no need for a lucky charm when you ride.
Not when America's #1 motorcycle insurance got your back. We're just gonna ignore the fact that Carl has a rabbit.
So your top 10 under this restart will be Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Denny Hamlin, Ross Chastain, Josh Berry, Joey Logano, Christopher Bell, Alex Bowman, and Chris Buescher. Man, so that means Byron and Hamlin are going to be side by side on this restart. This could be for all the marbles here.
It's championship weekend. It's the NASCAR Cup Series EF Live on NBC, presented by Bridge Street. Get a chance to catch Brett under caution. And under caution for several reasons, Jim. You heard the report. Denny Hamlin said he was using the apron because he had to because of where he was back in the pack. Using the apron can damage the tire. So what are we talking about? So right there when the cars cross over.
So interesting. They're saying the apron can damage the tire. But I don't think that makes a lot of reasons why these tires are blowing up.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me as much on the initial start like this right here because you're still under maximum speed. It's not ideal. You can see the gouges in the racetrack. It's more the full speed laps that you're now making that transition probably 60 miles an hour harder. But either way, that is for sure an area that could damage the tire. But Parker, you're hearing potentially another issue on the 5 of Larson.
Yes, Steve. So what happened to him was he melted the bead on the right front. Usually it's a heat issue, and then culprit.
So another issue on Larson.
These tires, well, the rubber caked up on the brake duct opening on the 5 car. So they actually didn't clean that off. They got some photos here. Daniels explained it to Kyle Larson, and basically it overheated that front tire.
Mace Briscoe got the pep talk from Jake Small as crew chief. We've already proven we can do it once today. Let's do it again. They're back at the lead lap with the free pass.
I don't know. I think these tires going out, it's anyone's race.
Different things. And Mike Briscoe got the free pass because he was the first car 1 lap down. He was able to get under caution with tire. So Larson, because he gets the wave around, he was not able to pit.
So here we go. Green flags back in the air. Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney side by side. And Byron goes deep to the bottom. Trying to be aggressive to make it 3 wide. He's not going to complete the pass, though. He's going to be side by side. No, Chase Elliott's going to clear him here. But he gets him to second. But Hamlin gets passed by Berry. Hamlin, not as good of a restart. But something I noticed about Hamlin, though, he did not use that apron like Byron did. Is that going to affect the tires later in the run? Oh, Hamlin. Oh, wow. He got squeezed by Blaney right there.
See Christopher Bell, he did decide to run down there.
Man, Hamlin's not able to pass these cars right now.
As you watch the fifth car in shot, that bright blue and white 11 of Denny Hamlin. We can talk to you about all the technical things, all the sporting things, all the team things. Denny Hamlin is driving with the knowledge that his father is terminally ill. His dad, Dennis, couldn't make it here.
Okay, Hamlin may have a run here. He's closing in on
Denny's best friends from
Barry and Blaney battling right here. What is he going to do? Stays behind him. He's going to try to split them 3 wide right here. Going to try to drive through the middle. He does pass Barry. And now he's got to get past Blaney. And then the car after that is William Byron in the 24. But hey, my favorite driver, Chase Elliott's leading. Only he won the race last week. It's a beat for the championship, which is disappointing.
Can you manage the Goodyear tires, or are you better off to run 40, come down pit road, and blast 4 more tires on? We have seen that being the new strategy in the sport. Not stretching the fuel, but doubling up on tires and just letting your driver go. Fear, though, that you get under green, someone stays out, they have the tire trouble, and now you're trapped down like the 19 and the 5.
So Denny Hamlin underneath the 12 car. Watch this right here.
Yeah, it's wonder Hamlin didn't wreck right there when he was under Blaney.
Both of those drivers, Blaney and Hamlin, did a really good job. Hamlin bounced it off the flat car of the racetrack. They worked it out together. I believe that some of the speed of Denny Hamlin's car, clearly not clean air. Right?
Yeah, but I think they did some stuff to Hamlin's tires so they wouldn't go flat. So that might have been what they did. So they're probably betting there's a chance that Byron's tires will go flat, and then Hamlin will have the lead in the championship. I think that's what they're planning on. But honestly, you have to assume too that Byron is running as hard as he can.
I believe this is clearly just a result of lower air pressure. Goodyear recommends an air pressure. There's not really a team in the garage that runs that much air. They are all well below it. The question is, what is safely below it? We heard Parker talk about a melted knee. That's a different situation. But the lower air failures, it's like the forbidden fruit.
See, so Briscoe's up to 23rd and Larson's up to 25th. They had to start in the very back on this restart, so they're still trying to make up spots. It's going to be difficult for them to drive through the field again. They got 78 laps. Anything can happen, though. And here's Ryan Blaney closing in on William Byron. This is good for Hamlin. He wants Blaney to battle Byron to slow him down.
Well, second right now would be good enough for William Byron because he's the lead driver of the championship 4.
Your pride and joy is measured in acres.
Let's see what happens. So, let's look at the gap between Byron and Hamlin. So Hamlin's 1.8 seconds, and Byron is 9.72 seconds away from Chase Elliott. So Hamlin's roughly a little less than a second behind William Byron. But I think Hamlin's crew is kind of conservative approach, but I think they're betting on William Byron running his tires out. Because he pretty much did that last caution. And it was a wonder he came out the way it did because he was about to blow one. So Yeah. So yeah, Briscoe's up to 20th and Larson's in 24th. I don't know. I'd say it's still anybody's race. I mean, if they keep having these tire issues, you never know.
With Straight Talk's real unlimited data, say yes a lot more. Yes to unlimited video calling. Yes to unlimited gifting. Yes. With Straight Talk, say yes to unlimited holiday moments. Now, let the yes-tivities begin. Yes. Switch now for plans starting at $25 a month on America's most reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, official partner of NASCAR. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
At drivetime.com, get approved. Then the deal you make on your phone is the deal you get at the dealership.
Got 72 laps to go the rest of the season.
This is a commercial. Go get your real deal at drivetime.com.
Here at St. Dennis, we got a brand new birthing center. It makes me sad that I'm in active menopause.
Talking smack about each other is like 95%.
Your mama so fast, I'm off that street. Your mama was so fast.
What happened here? Firework went off at our gender reveal party.
When you get home later, you can find out together.
St. Dennis Medical, due tomorrow on NBC.
Chase Elliott of Hendrick Motorsports leads the way with 70 laps to go here on Championship Day in Phoenix.
Hamlin's closing in. Look at that. Hamlin is only 3/10 off Byron now. I wonder if Byron's having to conserve for that tire now. Blaney's right in between them. The only car in between the top two in the championship. And now Hamlin's got to run Ryan Blaney right here. Ryan Blaney kind of slow off the corner. And Hamlin's going to complete the pass. Now Hamlin sees Byron right in front of him. Alex Bowman with the tire down. I think he's going to make it to pit road. So I think we're going to stay green. I think this is where other drivers' tires are going to go as well. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Is anyone's tires going to give out here? Yeah, Hamlin's only like half a second behind Byron. You got 5 people watching in here. If you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe. That'll help out the channel an awful lot. Right now, we're watching an intense battle between Byron and Hamlin. And there's a lot of unknown, too, because we've had drivers' tires going blown, so. I'm not turning it. I don't want to get in trouble for copyright. So that's the furthest I can have it turned. But they have closed in on Chase Elliott up front. The battle for the win. The championship here is most important. What is Chase Elliott going to do? Is he going to run his race? Or is he going to help William Byron by letting them pass him for the championship? That's the question. Oh, you want to see my car collection? Okay. Hold on. Yeah, that's... So right here, that's William Byron's throwback from this year. Noah Gregson's got a tire down, by the way. He's going to barely make it on pit road. Up here, these are 2 SVG signed cars. I got his WeatherTech Xfinity car from last year. Then I got his Red Bull car from this year. Both of those signed by him. And then I got Chase Elliott's Nationwide Championship car signed as well up there. Some notable cars. And then over here, it's just the rest of more like Chase Elliott cars. I got his 2020 championship car all the way back there that's signed. So I mostly have Chase Elliott. I got a whole 164 collection up here. So. Yeah, so Byron is closing on Elliott. Like I said, is Elliott going to run his own race, or is he going to let Byron pass? Now, I don't think the rest of Hendrick will be happy if Elliott just runs his own race and lets Hamlin catch up. But Byron has also been a lot better on the longer run. So. Yeah, I think Byron's kind of conserving his tire right now, not passing Elliott because he doesn't want to hit the blow. And Byron now going to the inside of Chase Elliott right here. But Chase Elliott's got to run on the outside. Like I said, I don't think it's a smart idea to battle your teammate. But I mean, they can race whatever they want to race. And Byron is going to slide up in front of Elliott. But Elliott's going to come back on the inside. But will Byron have the drive off here? He is going to clear Chase Elliott. Byron's now in the lead. Like I said, I didn't think Elliott was going to stay ahead of Byron for long. If Elliott stays in the lead, it's a plus for Byron. I don't really see that because that lets Hamlin close in. Because you know how battles go. Got 58 laps to go. Will green flag pit stops come into play? Or will these tires last? It's been really unpredictable about these tires today. I will say I will note one difference on this run on the restart. Byron used the apron and Hamlin did not. And they've been saying that could be something that's been hurting the tires today. So we'll see if that affects Byron. And Hamlin's trying to pass Chase Elliott right now.
We are quickly coming to an intersection of decision for the crew chiefs. 57 to go, 30 laps on the tires. It is not outside of reality to run about 8 or 9 more laps and just hit pit road, put 4 fresh Goodyears on, and try to let the tire grip overcome the time on pit road. Byron, it would be nearly impossible. I'm not even sure Hamlin from third can do that. But Briscoe from fourth.
See, Hamlin, he's going to complete the pass on Elliott right here. And Hamlin is ahead of Elliott. Now he's got to chase down Byron. I think SPG pitted. That's why he's looking like he's Superman right now. And Briscoe feels his right rear again, so. Man, it's like these tires are ticking time bombs today. Oh, looks like Austin Cindric's in the wall. Oh, heavy damage. The caution is out.
Unfortunate wreck for the two, running 10th. A nice run for Austin Cindric, trying to finish the year out strong. That's a really heavy rear impact. We don't see one of these newer vehicles shorten up that much, so a big hit. I sat down with the 4 crew chiefs and asked this very...
Oh, man. That saves a lot of guys from tires going out. Now they got to pit. But the question is, how many cautions are we going to get? Because, I mean, if it's going to be a long run, how long do you got to make the tires last before they blow? Or will we get another caution? And it'll come to restart after restart after restart. We'll just have to see.
Here's what happened to Austin Cindric. Talk us through, Jeff. Yeah, going down the straightaway. As soon as he lifts, you saw the air blow.
Yeah, Cindric just blew a tire and he just crashed into the wall.
Immediately, and now you're just completely out of control. Car turns around, as Steve said, big impact.
Oh, man. This is going to set up for an interesting finish here.
What's going to win this championship with 53 to go?
I think whoever has the best pit stop and a better adjustment to their car is going to win.
Putting in your tires, you want to be the first guy off pit road with them. And of course, as NASCAR racing goes, 52 to go is not a number they want to hear because they've had a lot of tire issues well before that. So what do you do as a crew chief? Are you taking some air out of that thing, thinking we might get more?
Yeah, how many laps is there left?
Or are you putting air into it to try to be?
Yeah, we're still around 50-something laps to go, so that's still a long way.
You know what they're doing. They're going to go as low as they can possibly go because it probably won't hurt the tire on that short of a run. And I will say, very simply, regardless of the adjustments, if you don't have a flawless pit stop and you lose track position with 52 to go, there will be no recovery time. Right. So this is that moment. There you go. The last numbers are in. Adjustments happening.
Yeah, so they're adjusting the tires as we speak.
This is just, these pit crews started back.
I mean, you got to assume you're probably going to get a caution. So I see them getting their tires with lower air pressure. Makes a lot of sense.
Kind of season long, both in competition and in practice, that's going to come down to perhaps this being the final one. We may get more cautions, but I think you have to mentally prepare that this might be your last shot. William Byron in this 24 car in the 2014, they've come down pit road twice with the lead. They have yet to leave pit road.
What's going to happen? What is going to happen?
For this team.
One of the most commonly used words in NASCAR is execute. The driver has to execute. The crew chief has to execute. And the pit road crew have to execute. Now is that moment.
All right. Now, I will say an advantage Hamlin has is the number one pit stall. And, yeah, you can see Rudy Fugle not happy about that caution coming out. Well, that was the last stop. Never mind. Let's see what happens here. Everybody's on pit road.
William Byron leads the field to the time pit road. Dave Burns is standing by. Take it away.
From 27 to 13, he's just a little free in the center. He said the balance though is the best it's been all day. Parker. Kyle Larson said I was sure my right front was
Briscoe's away with 9.5 seconds. Larson had a little bit of a slow stop. 9.7. What about Hamlin? I think he's going to get beat out by Byron and Elliott. So he's going to be in third. So Byron had a really good stop there. Now it's down to Hamlin if he can catch up to Byron. I mean, honestly, Hamlin didn't really have any problems on that stop. It's just Byron's pit stop was a lot faster. Wait, it has scored that Hamlin is the winner on pit road. Not sure how accurate that is because NBC said that Byron won the race off pit road. That's strange. They got to update it because I think Byron was definitely off first. Okay, we got 6 people in here. If you're new to this channel, I'd appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe. That'd help out the channel an awful lot. We're watching this championship race. Want you to come down to the wire. I'm glad you guys joining me and watching this. I'm kind of nervous for all 4 drivers. I don't know. If Byron and Hamlin wreck each other, it could be potentially that Larson and Briscoe are back in this. So And you never know when the tire's going to go out, and this is going to be a longer run. So let's see what's going to happen. Who's going to bring home all the gold is the question.
Word about the bangles.
The smartest Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Guaranteed.
All right.
Imagine that. Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Words of wisdom for the family.
Eat more wings.
Wow. Let that sink in. Kids, I think you'd all agree that these were words that your grandfather used.
Saturday night on NBC.
It's championship weekend. More specifically, it's championship day for the NASCAR Cup Series here on NBC, presented by Brent Street. Shadows starting to get a little longer down around the stadium section of Phoenix Raceway. But this is setting up
Oh, man.
incredible finish amongst the champions.
So yeah, we got Briscoe's up to 9th, and Larson with that slower stops in 18th. So Briscoe working his way back into it. Chase Elliott busted for speeding. Doesn't matter. He's on the championship. But we're out to win. That's sad.
Watch this. Watch the 11 car. They're coming onto pit road. He's looking at his tachometer. He thinks he has a little more speed to get. Watch him turn left right here. Gain on the 11. So he has a little more speed than the 11, and just that little bit is how he got penalized. For that, the 9 who had track position will give it up.
So that means Byron and Hamlin are going to be on the front row. Oh, this is going to be intense.
So they know how each other's cars drive. They have seen it all day long. Great job by William Byron's pit crew. He said it was a step-up moment for them. They've been beaten off pit road every time they came with the lead.
Here we go. Hamlin's got to have the restart of his life right here. So does Byron. Because you don't know how long this run's going to be. And here we go. Green flags back in the air. Hamlin really on the gas. He's side by side with William Byron. Look at that. He's trying to arc it on the outside. Byron trying to get that run off the corner on the inside. They are side by side for the lead and for the championship. Byron giving a bump to Hamlin. But Hamlin trying to drive it off on the outside, and Hamlin is still side by side with William Byron out of the corner. Byron's going to use that apron. Byron really trying to race Hamlin hard. But the question is, how much are they going to wear those tires by battling? Yeah, and Byron makes contact again. Hamlin trying to get the run off turn 4. And Hamlin is going to clear Byron for the lead. What a restart by Denny Hamlin. That could be the restart that determines the championship. And Hamlin is now trying to drive away. But watch for Chase Briscoe in 6. He's trying to get himself back into this championship mix. Larson's in 14th. He's not out of it either, but it's really a difficult path from there. Yeah, once Hamlin got fresh air, he is gone. But the question is, how much is he wearing that tire right there?
And it's been so talked about in the lead up to this championship finale ever since it was confirmed that Denny Hamlin was coming to Phoenix with a shot at the title. That is one of the guys suing NASCAR at the moment. Happens to be the race leader with his business partner Michael Jordan. It's been an incredible year. He became a father of 3 this year with the birth of his son earlier this year.
41 laps to go.
So much
Can these tires hang on is the question. Byron is less than a second behind, but Hamlin is really trying to push the limit and trying to get as far ahead as Byron as he possibly can.
to the tune of winning 6 times this year. Let's not forget about Chase Briscoe. All day long, they have had issues, and somehow, all day long, they have found a way to get some track position back. There he is in 6th place. Now, I don't think he can get there from here with 40 to go. I don't think he can get the lead, but with a caution and a good pit stop, Chase Briscoe has positioned himself for an opportunity. You're right at the line again that you like, Jim. Let's go for a ride. That's Pro Shops on board.
Yeah, Briscoe's going to pass Logano, Blaney, and Josh Berry if he wants to catch up to the top 2 in the championship.
Stay with it. We have a very good history of coming back from adversity. They burnt.
Oh, man, this is close race coming up.
This team wants to run. Whoa, out of racetrack there. Got loose on entry. This team wants a caution. They want to run.
Yeah, I think the only way that Briscoe and Larson can be back in this mix is if they get a caution.
You're going to have to leapfrog. They're not going to get there from here. Watch this. Turns down in rear group is at a minimal. He kind of chases it all the way into the gray wall.
Yeah, Briscoe barely touched the wall, got into the dust a little bit.
It is so much fun to watch a race car driver go find and try to find a little more speed. It shows you how they operate on the edge of grip all of the time. They got to try to find that little bit more.
And now Blaney's going to challenge Byron for second.
For Byron at this point, I like what Rudy.
I will say Byron is better on the long run. That's the only hope Byron has. And he did chase down Denny Hamlin earlier in stage 1. But can he do the same thing here?
Tire life a little bit more, so Byron really going to have to be high on defense right here. Shelter off goal. Keep that behind Blaney. Something tells me we're not running 36 to the finish. We have had a 61-lap run today, but that was stage 1. That was a different feel to the race. As we thought in these later days, late in the day, the shadows, as you said, the shadows have crept into the racetrack. The speed has gone up. We've really been unable to get more than about 30 to 35 laps. And there's 35 laps to go from this one. It's off the onboard cam. That car just ran the fastest lap on that lap. You wonder if that's Denny reserving a little bit, right? We've seen multiple times in this race how he's driven away.
Yeah, Hamlin just drove his fastest lap again.
Denny Hamlin was the 4th fastest car on the racetrack.
I just wonder if he's pushing that car too hard. And the caution is out for J.J. Yaley in a 44. This is good if you're Chase Briscoe and Kyle Larson.
Something's happened to the right front. Not only is it flat, but it looks like it's pointing the wrong direction. We talked about it earlier. Chase Briscoe in 6th place. I think this is what he wanted. I think he had to have a caution and an early caution. Before we get there and talk more about Briscoe, let's have a look what happened to Yaley. Oh, straight into the corner. Similar to Ondinger. Yeah. Luckily, kind of gets it turned. Yeah, he did a great job there. You see the right front's not only is flat, it's kind of pointed out.
Yeah, now what do you do? Would it be a good idea maybe to stay out? I don't know if your tires will be that good enough to keep the leaders behind you. Maybe it feels like maybe 1 or 2 laps you try something.
Everybody has a couple sets of tires left. Now, one of those may be your qualifying tires, so probably 1 set of stickers, 1 set of scuffs, unless you use the scuffs earlier in the day. 33 laps to go. I guess you got to decide, how you want to manage these two. I would put the stickers on now. You hate to lose the race at the end with having to put the scuffs on, but I hate to put the scuffs on now and having the last set of tires I put on.
You wonder how many sets of stickers the 19 has.
Oh, well, yeah, they are pitting. So, what's going to happen here?
See scuffs on the wall.
To your point, it might only be the only thing they have left. So scuffed tires for the 19.
Oh, yeah.
The tires that they qualified on.
Briscoe's going to be bad on tires because he had to pay twice for his flats.
That's their qualifying tires.
Okay, everybody's pitting here.
So the lap count that they're going to have to go on this next set of tires, Dave, is
Who's going to have the better pit stop here? That's the question.
doable. And let's see how we go on this round of stops. Who's going to get the advantage? You saw the biggest thing there with the tear up.
Oh, Briscoe only took 2 tires. Larson only took 2 as well.
And for William Byron, I was three there. Can't trust the back of the car. I have to trust the back of the car. These are sticker tires going on for William Byron.
Yeah, they're taking 4 as I expected. Hamlin is away. Now, I just wonder how 2 tires are going to work. Are they going to make a difference here? Oh, boy. I don't know. Is that going to help Larson or Hamlin with that strategy? I don't know.
Discover injectable immunotherapy, Opdivo Qvantig, for certain previously treated adults whose kidney cancer has spread. Unlike an infusion that takes 30 minutes, Opdivo Qvantig lets you receive treatment quickly in as little as 3 minutes. Opdivo Qvantig is an immunotherapy that works with
Oh, boy.
to help fight cancer.
All right. Championship 4 are now 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm just not sure how 2 tires are going to do. I mean, this entire weekend, we've seen drivers try 2 tires, and it lasts for like a lap or 2, but it just would not be a deciding factor for the championship. Well, the deciding factor in them losing, but just have to see. If you're watching, put down the chat who you got winning the championship. I predicted Larson, but this race has been chaotic for him, and same as Chase Briscoe. But Byron and Hamlin look like the favorites right now. It's kind of chilly in my room right now.
Ask your doctor about Opdivo Qvantig. See OpdivoQvantig.com for more information.
So, you guys, what can I get you?
It's good.
Alexa,
Go for 2.
what's the temperature right now?
25. You get 1 app and 2 on
It's currently 51 degrees. Today's high will be 57 degrees and the low will be 38 degrees.
51, and it feels like it's freezing in here.
Well, you just saw what was more than likely the last stop of the day. The tide is clean this stop, and it was certainly clean for the best Pro Shops 19 and Joe Gibbs Racing of Chase Briscoe. 2-tire stop. That call from James Moore, which he has done multiple times this year, to bring Briscoe from further back up to a prioritized position.
Oh, boy. I have a feeling they're all going to wreck. It's going to be insane if they all wreck. Then it depends on whoever car is less damaged. Oh, boy. Looks like Larson's tire is smoking for a second. Wow.
Or if I'm William Byron, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt I should have more grip than those 2 cars in front of me. What do I do about it? If I'm Denny Hamlin starting on the bottom, I have got to try to get to the inside of those guys.
Here we go. Top 4 in the championship 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. With 28 laps to go. Briscoe and Larson gamble on strategy, taking 2. And Hamlin and Byron are right behind on 4 tires. Who's going to win it here? Or will we get another caution? Green flags back in the air. Briscoe gets a great restart. Larson kind of falling back. Oh, Larson getting a good entry on the outside. Briscoe trying to cover Hamlin. Here comes Larson on the top. And they're trying to stay 3 wide through the corner. Larson trying to stick it. Hamlin up the track. Larson, Briscoe make contact. Hamlin. And they're 4 wide for the championship right now. But see, the tires didn't last. And now they're behind. They're behind Hamlin and Briscoe right now. And Hamlin making the crossover on William Byron. And Hamlin charging it hard to the bottom. Hamlin overdriving it. And he's going to hit. He's going to take the lead here. Wow. I don't know. Larson and Briscoe, that was pretty much their only chance of taking 2 tires. Now, if they do have one more set left, if they can get a caution real quick, they can battle as well. Yeah, only Logano's ahead of Larson and Briscoe right now, so they're not that far behind. But honestly, if you're them, if you got a set of tires left, you were hoping for a caution. Or if you're out of sets, you're hoping for them to wreck. Yeah, Briscoe's getting passed by Blaney in the back. Now the question is, can Byron close in on Denny Hamlin? Got 6 people watching in here, watching the final moments of the NASCAR championship. The final moments of this season. Who's going to win it? Yeah, Hamlin's ahead of Byron by a second now. I think he doesn't care if his tire could potentially go flat. He's trying to win this race and this championship. Hamlin. No. Let's see. And this is Hamlin's 19th season, and he's trying to win a championship, 19 years in the making. He's won pretty much everything in this sport, but he has not won the championship. This is what he's trying to do. And as you've told during the passing weeks, Hamlin's dad not doing that good. And Hamlin is trying to get that championship for his dad. For Joe Gibbs. For Denny Hamlin Nation. Now there's 19 laps to go. Can the tires hold on? Can Hamlin do it? Or will we have another caution? That will make everybody else back in the mix, like William Byron, who is being battled by Joey Logano right now. I will say Byron's better on the longer run, but there's not as much laps as earlier. So this is advantage Hamlin right now. 17 laps to go. Does Byron have anything left in the bag to try to catch up to Hamlin? But it seems like he just keeps losing time. Well, like I said, how much is Hamlin abusing those tires, though? Because you saw what happened to Briscoe, and you saw what happened to Larson.
To do the job, but you get the ball, right? Does it come back into your side of the team and you have to make a decision?
16 laps to go.
This is a club that Denny Hamlin wants to get out of. He does not want to be part of this anymore, even there with illustrious names. He doesn't want that next to him. 3 Daytona 500 wins, 60 wins. He wants to have at least.
Yeah, they're showing that stat. Hamlin has 60 Cup wins throughout his career. The most winningest driver without a championship. And Hamlin trying to change that today. 2 seconds in front of Byron. With less than 15 laps to go. We got 9 people in here. Hope you're enjoying this watch party. I appreciate you guys like and subscribe. We're going to see this finish together. But man, you can tell the nerves on the pit box. And Joe Gibbs just watching. Very close. If Hamlin could bring it home for another time for Joe Gibbs. And for Hamlin the first time.
Give me an opportunity. Let me just be better than everybody else. And honestly, from a speed standpoint, there is no question who's been the fastest today is Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, Hamlin. It's got to be 11 laps to go for him. Does he have this? It's the question.
When this guy turns up at the race shop, you get 100% Denny Hamlin. He's not dealing with the lawsuit. He's not dealing with 2311. He's not thinking about anything else. But when he's there, he's really there. I asked him, how does he do it? And he just told me point blank that this is his job. This comes first. And everything else comes after. He goes, sometimes that means late into the evening if I have to catch up on being an owner or doing something else. But nothing can get in the way of his day job, which is driving this 11 car. Look at that sun. Just almost impossible to see the entry until you get there.
Yeah, only 10 laps to go for Hamlin. 10 more grueling laps. Probably the longest laps in Denny Hamlin's career.
See it right there, still crew chiefing. Yep. Bring those air pressures up. Yep. That's what I want. That next set of tires, tear them up. We've got to have a short run. You can't just turn into a race fan. You're on top of that pit box. You maybe can't help your driver. You probably don't have to say anything to Denny Hamlin. But you have to be ready for everything.
9 laps to go. Does Hamlin have enough tire left to win this race? I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of nervous for Hamlin. But now Blaney's closed in on Byron. Byron's got to hold off Blaney. Well, he doesn't have to hold off Blaney. But he doesn't want to get far behind. Because if Hamlin has an issue, you don't want to get into clutches of Larson or Briscoe battling Blaney too hard. Because, I mean, unless Hamlin has a problem, I don't see Byron catching up to Hamlin unless we get a caution. You know, I haven't been the biggest fan of Denny Hamlin over the years, and he's not one of my top drivers. But I wouldn't mind him winning this championship here. He's been trying his best this year. He's looked a lot more dominant than he has all other years. And now, only 6 more laps. Can Hamlin bring it home? Yeah, now we're in the last 5 laps. 5 to go. 5 more laps, 5 more miles in this entire season. Hamlin is hoping to see the white flag with 1 more lap. That would mean no more restarts, no more pressure. Just bring it home. Bring it home to win. That's what Hamlin's hoping he can do. 4 to go. Byron's nowhere in sight. 3 seconds behind. If you're Hamlin, you might be able to save your tires a little bit. And now it looks like Blaney's battling Byron as we speak. That's what Hamlin wants to see. We got 10 people in here. Appreciate it if you guys like and subscribe. Help out this channel. And Byron with a tire issue. He's into the wall and the caution is out. Byron into the wall. His championship is over. William Byron is out. His steering is bent and his championship chances are bent. Mixed feelings if you're Denny Hamlin. Your biggest competitor is out, but that gives another chance for Larson and Chase Briscoe, who have hung on in 4th and 5th to potentially challenge Hamlin if he has a mistake. But my question is, do they have a set of tires left? Because they blew tires. Briscoe blew tires twice, and Larson blew it once. But they got to hope they got tires left if they can challenge Hamlin. But if they don't have tires, then it's Hamlin's championship, pretty much. But wow, devastating if you're a Byron fan.
Sports. We had a field full of race cars. If it was only 3 cars on the racetrack, you pit and you say, you know what, we're the best, Denny Hamlin, we're going to pass them. But what do you do now? If you can't take tires...
Yeah, that means we're going to have overtime. NASCAR overtime for the championship.
That's the radio on the 5 right there. If you stay out and Larson comes against tires and lines up behind you, this is just an absolute...
Man, what do you do?
decision that's going to be required from these crew chiefs. Steve, there are times that lead to race as a disadvantage. Right? If you got to do something different than Denny Hamlin to win this championship, they got to make the decision if they're going to...
Wow. What do you do if you're Hamlin? What do you do if you're Briscoe, or what do you do if you're Larson? I say you pit. I say you pit at a place like Phoenix. But Larson and Briscoe was able to hold on to 5th and 6th, and they are going to pit. Everybody pits. All right. If you're Hamlin, you just got to hope you have a perfect pit stop. Yeah, 4 tires for Briscoe. He is away. 10.5 seconds. Maybe Larson only took 2 tires. Oh, Hamlin's taking 4 tires. I don't know about this. He's ahead of Briscoe. But Larson took 2 tires. Oh, my. Oh, my. Can Larson hang on with those 2 tires? Hamlin only lost 6 positions, taking 4. But can Hamlin gain enough track position to catch up to Larson to win this championship now? This is how Corey Heim won it Friday, by taking 4 tires and made it as wide as he possibly could and won the championship. Oh my goodness. This is, honestly, we may have a lot more cautions. This is going to be a crazy restart. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that Hamlin's not going to win this, but I think he's got a good shot. Wow. Like I said, before that caution came out, I was saying that I was talking about Hamlin. I was nervous for him when that caution came out. Now it's up to him. He's the first guy on 4 tires. And look, Keselowski, Ryan Preece, and Alex Bowman stayed out on the track. If anything, that's going to make Larson slower up front. And there's Chase Briscoe in 15th. He also took 4. Like, if something happens up front, could be in the clinches of Briscoe. But we know for one thing for sure, Byron's not winning the championship because he wrecked out earlier. All right. Got Keselowski, Ryan Preece. Okay, Larson picks the top. Hamlin picking the bottom. I like this idea. Hamlin's picking the bottom. That's the only thing he can do. Oh, boy. I mean, you also got a chance that if a wreck happens, you could get another caution. I think if you get another caution, that'd just help Hamlin more. All right, we got 11 people in here. 11, same number as Denny Hamlin, watching this championship. Wouldn't mind if you guys like and subscribe. That'd help the channel out an awful lot. We're about to see the finish of the race, hopefully. It's going to be between Larson and Hamlin. They've had a rivalry for the past few years. Hamlin, a lot is at stake. He's up in age. And Kyle Larson, trying to get his second to build his legacy. What's going to happen here? What is going to happen? Well, Larson took a chance taking 2. He made it work last restart. Hamlin took 4. Oh, man. Lights are off on the pace car. It's about to pull in soon. I mean, if you were Hamlin, maybe you should have took 2. You would have still been ahead of Larson. And not as much cars in between you. But you're the first car on 4 tires. So. Okay. Larson's on the outside. Hamlin's on the inside. Hamlin's only a few cars away from Larson. We're only a couple of laps from the championship. And don't forget these guys bound for the win. Keselowski and Ryan Preece trying to break a winless streak here. So it's Alex Bowman. But the biggest thing is the championship. Here they are. Green flags in the air. What is going to happen? Hamlin dives it all the way to the bottom. He's going to be side by side with Larson. He's going to try to do the biggest arc right here. But Larson driving it hard on the top. And Hamlin is stuck behind Logano. But look at this. They're 3 wide. Larson could get squeezed up the track here. But Larson is still ahead. And here comes Hamlin. The final lap of the season. Hamlin is just so close. But there's cars in the way. But I like Larson driving this outside. Hamlin gets into the 60 of Ryan Preece. Looks like that's Hamlin's championship over. And Kyle Larson, for the second time in his career, is going to be the champion in 2025. And Ryan Blaney's going to take the win as well. Wow. Larson won the championship. I mean, I'm happy Larson won, but you got to feel for Hamlin. I mean, I don't mean to be the Debbie Downer of Hamlin throughout the entire week, but I always said the bad luck always catches up to him. And unfortunately, it happened once again.
He was 3 laps from home. 3 laps from home, but caution required a pit stop. 4 tires, 4 grip.
That's insane finish, though. But I feel bad. I genuinely feel bad for Hamlin.
Kyle Larson is the champ. When it looked so much like it was going to Joe Gibbs Racing. Mr. H, Mr. Hendrick, Rick is here to celebrate his 15th Cup championship as an owner.
Wow. Yeah, everybody's rioting right now. It's the first time that Hamlin's more popular than Larson. Yep, Larson is the champion. Yeah, once again, for the second time in the Championship 4 format. The champion did not win the race. Man, you can just see the devastation on Hamlin. Wow. I mean, I told you guys Larson was going to win the championship. I told you guys before February it was going to happen.
There was a lot to take into. A lot. A crazy restart, a crazy finish.
I feel bad for Hamlin, genuinely. I mean, I'm happy for Larson because he's a Hendrick guy, but
Interesting to hear the thoughts and the comments
I don't know. I wouldn't mind Hamlin winning that.
when we come back and many others.
That's insane.
From the moment you took your first breath, you had something to prove. And boy, did you ever. Rose Warren, cough, sweat, mouth, up and down, back and forth, over and over and over again. And when it was finally time to enjoy it all, COPD thought it could stop you. Well, COPD never met someone like you. You kept right on going. Bristol has 3 medicines in one inhaler.
All right.
Started in 5 minutes.
That was insane. Like what I just witnessed. Honestly, I don't think that was a bad. I mean, there's just too many cars in the way for Hamlin to catch up. I think if he would have took 2 tires, kind of like Larson did, he would have still been ahead of Larson. And all he had to do was get a better restart than Larson. So honestly, who do you blame? Could have potentially been Hamlin's crew chief that cost him the championship? Or wasn't Hamlin just not driving the car correctly? And I pointed it out on the restart before the end, like where Larson was able to get that arc on the outside and he was able to hold off like being 4th or 5th and still be in contention by holding off on those 2 tires. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel bad if you're a Hamlin guy. Like, your opportunities of winning the championship's running low. Because Hamlin, I mean, he signed a multi-year deal with Joe Gibbs, but you got to know time's running out. How much does Hamlin have left in the tank to win next year? And you got to worry about Logano and his even year streak of him making it into championship 4. They are at Homestead, though, next year. And we don't know how the playoff format's going to be next year. I mean, this is kind of like how it happened yesterday in Xfinity, where Connor Zillage had 10 wins this season and was beaten out by Jesse Love. And here you have Hamlin with the most wins this season, and Larson not as dominant, but he wins it here at the very end. I mean, what's going to happen? I'll try to cover as much of the off-season news I can, and I guess we'll look forward to next year. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys like and subscribe. I really enjoyed that finish. I mean, I'm happy for Larson, but I bummed for Denny Hamlin, though. That's all he's going through, but it's just insane. All right, guys. Double D podcast will be uploaded sometime this week, either Wednesday or Thursday, depending on what goes on. The league race Saturday, my very first league race of the season, no preseason races. The Daytona 500 this Saturday in our league. So 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, tune into that. And then, of course, stay tuned because I'm going to have an announcement tomorrow. So, all right. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the season. We'll see you guys for the watch party next year.